Hey, what's up and welcome. Thank you so much for clicking this video. I am Matthew Msingati. I'm the designer and a developer. We are creating an advanced to-do application. Let me just show you where we are at this point in time. What we can do for now, we can log in. As you can see, guys, we've got an interesting dashboard here. Also, remember, you can log out. At the same time, if you don't want to log in and log out, we can register. Let's just register a new user, which we are going to call this user demo. Let's just say demo, and this is the email demo, and the password is also demo, as you can see, guys. So this is a new user. What image can we give to this demo? Let's say this is the image. Okay, as you can see, guys, so we are going to register these features an advanced concept, which is JSON web token. So a token will be generated for this logged in user. In case you might not understand what are tokens and where they start, remember, this is a series. So this started here and all the details are here. As you can see, now we are on video number 5. So let's just register this user, and the name of this user is demo. Okay, everything is demo at gmail.com. Let's register this user. Okay, as you can see, guys. Okay, this user, let me save these details. This user now it's registered. Okay, so check here where we are, guys. So in this tutorial, I'm going to teach you this. Okay, check here, guys. When you click here, okay, it takes you to this dashboard. Okay, when you click on create, you can create a task. Okay, this guy can create a task. Let me show you. Let's say task by demo. Okay, demo is creating this task. You can pick a date. Okay, as you can see, guys, this I'm creating this form using my own library, which is a met component. Inside this library there is something called a met form, which make creating form easy. So this nice looking form, please don't think that is complicated to create it. Okay, so let's just add an image for this task. Let's just look for this image for this task, and then let's say task created by demo. Okay, and this is this the user ID. Okay, let's just say user ID. Okay, number 12, as you can see, guys. So let's create the task. Okay, done. How can we show if the task has been created? Let's just go here into our database. This project it's advanced because it doesn't save the image in the same server. So there is a different server running to save the images, and also there is a different server running to to run your code. Okay, so here we already got how many tasks? 2 tasks. So let's refresh here to see if we are going to see the third task. Okay, as you can see, guys, here is the third task, the title, task by demo. This is the image path, and this is the description, and this is the date. As you can see, guys, it's created by the creator. It's user number 12. So it means that the task has been created. So as you can see, guys, so this left task panel, if you might think that this is complicated or this is something that might take time, it comes with the met component. Okay, I am supplying it with you guys. I have designed met component in such a way that it gives you or components which are ready for you to use. So this met component, when you are here on create, this becomes red automatically, but when you are on the dashboard, as you can see, guys, okay, this become red automatically. I hope you are ready for this build. And as you can see, guys, check here, we can log out as well. So this will log us out. We can log in and we can quickly jump to register if we want to. I am Matthew Msingati. I'm the designer and developer. Thank you so much for clicking this video. I hope you are going to enjoy. Let's get started. Hey guys, what's up and welcome. It's Matthew here, the designer and developer from South Africa. Thank you so much for clicking this video. In case you are new, this is a series. It started here and now we are on video number 5. What is this series about? We are creating an advanced to-do application, an application that will simulate a real life application. So this is where we are at this point in time. We are at a point where we want to create a to-do. Okay, so we quickly created this form using my own library, which is met component. Okay, I've got a UI library that I'm creating. So the first thing that we need to do, we need to check which version are we on in terms of met component. As you can see, guys, okay, we are on 0.34. Okay, obviously based on the previous tutorial, we might be on a lesser version than that. So what does that mean? It means I've upgraded the library. Okay, there are some changes that I did and also some new components. So with that being said, what are we going to do next? Okay, so it looks like to me we can add a to-do title, we can add a date, we can add an image, and we can add a description. What's the next logical thing to do? Is to accept or take this information and send it into the database. Okay, that's the first thing that we need to do. Let's see. First of all, let's upgrade our met component. Okay, let's see, is this where we are? Yes. Why do I have an error here? Because this does not exist. If you can ask me what is this, there are some components that I'm creating for met components, so I am testing those. So I was testing a component there. Okay, cool, guys. Okay, the first thing that you need to do, if you've been following through and through, let's see, I have upgraded met component. So what does that mean? We need to go to package.json, look at met component. As you can see, guys, we are on 33. Actually, we are on 34. Okay, so how different 34 is? 34 has got some two components that I've added recently. Let's go to met component so that we can see. As you can see, there is no met nav here. Okay, there is no met navigation, and there is no stats. Okay, there is a component that I've added for the statistics. Okay, I even forgot the name now. Okay, but it has got something to do with stats, but you will see it will appear here once we install version dot 34. Okay, so what I can do, I can open another terminal here, and then I am going to just npmi. What am I doing? I'm just telling node to reinstall all these packages. Okay, so now it will see 34 and it will install that. I'm expecting my folders to change here. Something must be added. Okay, I will show you those components when they are added, because in this video we are going to use them. Let's hit enter. Okay, let's hit enter. What else can we do in the meantime? Let's see, am I online? Yes. Okay, let's see. So I'm hoping now metnav is here. Okay, let's see, do we have, here is it, guys? Okay, I believe it was not there before. Okay, we didn't have metnav. And where is the stats? Okay, it's not easy to name components, guys. I don't want to lie. Okay, that's why I even forget the name. Here is it, guys, stats card. Okay, so if you've got these two, you are good to go, because we are going to use them. So let's continue, guys. Maybe what if we can first incorporate these, okay, so that our layout could be what we want. Okay, and also I want to use these component whilst I still remember how to use them. Okay, I did them, I think it was yesterday. Okay, so while I still remember how to use them. Okay, so let's first do that. So let's go back here and conceptualize. I like conceptualizing. So it looks like to me this is a navigation bar. Okay, what I want to do here, this is not a navigation bar, this is a header, let's say. Okay, this is a header. So I want a left navigation bar to be here. Guys, this acts as our dashboard. Okay, this is where, like, the actual home page of the application. So we need to do things here, and I think this is somewhat at the last page, but I'm not sure. So we need a left navigation. Okay, so as I've told you, I've added another component, which is metnav. So let's use met navigation. Obviously, if we are including a navigation bar, guys, ours is going to be on the left. What does that mean? It means that this navigation needs to be available in, what can I say, in more than one page. Okay, let's say when we navigate to, let's say, for now, let me just type login. Okay, if it's a navigation bar, it needs to be here. Obviously, not necessarily for login, but I'm just giving you an idea. It must always be here. So we need to know, where are we going to put this navigation component? It means that we need to put it on a layout, because in a layout, that's where this component will always be visible in multiple pages. I hope you get that one. So let's go back here. Okay, so for now, let's just use the metnav just to configure it, and then we will put it where it belongs later. Okay, so I want to be on the home page. Okay, here I am on the home page. And then what I want to do here, this is a to-do form. Okay, for now, let me leave it like that. Okay, so let's do it, guys. Met nav. Okay, met navigation. I think it's a self-closing tag, so it will tell us what it needs. Okay, so met nav need a nav item. Okay, it's an array, as you can see, guys. Okay, it's an array of nav item props. Okay, as you can see. So what we can do, let's come here, let's type nav item, as you can see. Okay, what we are going to do, it's an array. Okay, what does that mean? Square bracket. Cool. And then there are some things that we have to pass here. Okay, so let's see if we can get some naming autocomplete. It looks like we don't. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go to the definition of this. Okay, and here are the things that we need. Okay, this type is telling us, okay, it's telling us that we need these things. Or let's see if we can copy them. No, okay, this is the best way to copy them. So it's telling us that we need these. It's an array of these. Okay, so I'm going to just put them here. Okay, so that means there we have a name. Okay, what is it that we are doing? I don't think I have explained it enough, because now I'm busy copying things, pasting. I think you are lost at this moment in time. Okay, let's go back here, guys, slowly but surely. So we want a left navigation here. The left navigation has got some item, a navigation item. For instance, you click on home, this will go to home. You click on users, it will go to users. You click on stats, it will go to stats, or dashboard. I hope you get that. So those are navigation items. Okay, so the met nav accept an array of those. Okay, so if we've got a name, that means it's that navigation a title or name, meaning that, let's say, if this is home, then we're going to push the icon that is more like a home icon, and then we will need to push a path, and we'll need to push a base path. A base path will make sense as we get into it. So let's create our first okay, we've already opened curly braces. No, okay, let's open curly braces. Yes, and then name here is autocomplete, guys. So the reason why we didn't get autocomplete, we were here in an array. Remember, this is an array of objects, so it was my mistake. Okay, so by the way, this will help us. Okay, so we've got the name. Where is autocomplete? We've got the name. Okay, first we need to have home. Okay, let's say we've got home. Is home, this is now acting or behaving more like a dashboard. Okay, let's say this is home. Okay, then in home you will get more like the stats and more like dashboard kind of a thing, just to give you an overview of your to-do list, the completed. So if we've got home, I think that will make sense. Okay, let's see. So let's make this name home. Okay, we're going to have home there. My apologies about this. So, and what's next? Let's see. Name string is missing the following. Nav item prop icon. Okay, cool. Okay, we need an icon. Okay, automatically here ShadCn has installed Lucid icon, so we are going to use that. So let's just type home. As you can see, guys, we've got a home icon, or even this one is coming from, yeah, Lucid React is one and the same thing. Okay, so we can use this one. As you can see, you are passing a React node or a JSX element. Okay, okay, and then what's next? Let's put comma here. My apologies about that. Comma, what's next? Which is missing, I think it's the path. Okay, let's see, it's the path. Okay, the path, it's going to be empty. Okay, why the path is going to be empty. Okay, let's see, guys. Okay, if this is our path, okay, when we hit this path, which is home, okay, as you can see, guys, it doesn't have forward slash whatever, okay, meaning that all other paths will have forward slash stats forward slash dashboard, but home is the base. In this case, it's some sort of the base URL. So when we hit this one, that's why we don't put anything. Okay, when you click on that one, okay, on home, you need to come here. Okay, I hope you do get that. So that's why we don't put anything. Okay, let's see. Yes, let's put an empty path for now. If it doesn't work, then we'll change it. Okay, and then let's continue, guys. And then what else we want? We want the base path. Okay, we want the base path. What is the base path? Okay, cool. The base path, it's let me show you. Okay, remember we are dealing with the navigation item, or the nav component. It's a component that doesn't stay in a specific page, because it means that when you are navigating to a different section in your own application, it will disappear. Okay, if we put it on home, okay, it won't be there on home stats, okay, because it's not that page. So it has got a tendency of wanting to globalize itself. It wants to sit somewhere so that it can be available in multiple paths. Okay, cool. Now you might put it, okay, let's do it like this, guys. Okay, you might put it in a layout of the entire application, which is here. You might put it here, okay, meaning that the rest of your routes in the navigation menu will have forward slash register forward slash whatever. Okay, but what if you put it on home? As you can see, guys, now your base path now starts with home. It's no longer this. Okay, so this met navigation needs to know your base path, from which all other paths will, let's say, be added from. Okay, like forward slash home, a dashboard, and whatever. Okay, so that is the base path. You are telling then the nav component, the met nav, that my base path is home. It's no longer like, let's say, like this. Okay, I hope you get that one. So let's tell it here that the base path, okay, the base path is home. If you don't put the base path, it will assume that your base path is like this domain and it's like this. Okay, of which that's not the case, guys. Okay, we want it to operate on home and all the pages under home. So we are going to type here home. Okay, my apologies about that. Okay, guys, remember this was just for guidance. We don't need it. So I'm assuming we are supposed to see something. It might have some mistakes, but we are supposed to see. We didn't import. Okay, we didn't import it. Okay, let's see. No. We're supposed to see it because it's here next to this form. So that means we just need to go to that page, which is home. Okay, it looks like, okay, yeah, when we are refreshing, guys, okay, you can see here is it. Okay, here is the met nav. Okay, it's a side nav. Okay, as you can see, guys, here is it, and it's telling us it's home. Okay, let me just give you an idea so that you can understand what's going on here. Let's say now we want to make this users. Okay, check here, guys, what will change. Now this is users. Okay, what if maybe we want to change even the icon? Let's see, guys, let's change the icon here. Let's say notification. Okay, do we have a Lucid React notification icon? Let's take even notebook. That's fine. I'm just giving you an idea, guys, so that you can understand. Okay, so I hope you see we've got an icon and we've got some sort of a label. Okay, cool. Now, why this label is red? Okay, it's simply because this route, remember why we have to give this the base path and whatever, it needs to detect in which route are we in. If we are on home, as you can see, guys, since there is nothing here, okay, since there is nothing here, the path is like this home. Okay, so it knows that it's in home, so meaning that this becomes red. Okay, so with that being said, let's just think of in terms of this application. Okay, in terms of this application, our home will be some sort of, let's say, let's look for something, an icon that represents a dashboard, if there is dashboard icon. Not this one. Let's see, here is it. Book dashboard. Let's book dashboard. We don't have just dashboard straight. Okay, but let's just take any for now. My apologies about that. We will see what we can do. No, this is a dashed book, not dashboard. Okay, I'm reading wrong things. Let's see. Dashboard. In fact, guys, what we can do, okay, we can go to Lucid icons, okay, so that we can see what's available for us. Let's see. Dashboard. Okay, this looks like a dashboard to me. Okay, I'm happy with this. Let's see what's the name of this component name. Let's copy only the component name, as you can see, guys. So let's import this from Lucid, as you can see, guys. Okay, so let's call this dashboard for now. Okay, feel free to go and give these your own meaningful name, guys. Okay, as you can see, guys, so this will be our own dashboard. Okay, so that means it's more like a welcoming screen, and that we've got some other things. And then from there we will want to add, okay, let's say to-dos. Okay, let's see what will be. Let me just type item. Okay, note. Okay, something like this, because here you can be creating a to-do. Okay, yes, you can create a to-do in this. So let's just take this icon name. What's the icon name? Okay, let's just copy it, go back here. Let me just paste it here so that I cannot forget it. Or it's just notebook pen. Okay, it's easy. So guys, as you can see, we've got our first item here. So we can copy this, guys, because it's an array. Okay, and paste it here. And then we are going to say create to do, or create, yeah, let's just do it like this for now. Create a to do. Okay, and then we want this notebook as an icon. Okay, we have to import it from Lucid React. Okay, now the path must be / create. Okay, now this makes sense, guys. Okay, that if we've got a path which is for creating, okay, as you can see, guys, now this is red simply because we are on home. Okay, because the base path is home, so MetNav knows that we are on home. Okay, so as soon as we navigate, when we click here, as you can see, guys, there are some challenges on this component. Okay, I need to design it in such a way that it's flexible. Okay, as you can see now, I don't think this is flexibility. Okay, so let me quickly do that, guys. Okay, because I'm the one who's creating this, so it's not like we have to wait. And also, I don't think this is a major change. Okay, where is the name? Where is the name? Here is the name, and this label has got a definite width. Okay, and I don't want that. Let's say it's black, and where is the width here? Okay, here the width is auto. I'm somewhat happy with that, but somewhere there must be a width. There must be a width. Okay, if that auto really doesn't do what I want, let me just check again. Where is the other width? Let's see. Okay, my apologies about that, guys, but I'm going to quickly do that. Okay, if the width auto doesn't really do what I want, let me make a width of fit. Okay, that means surround the content. Okay, rather than being auto. Let's see. But still, this doesn't do what I want. Okay, let me just test if let me make this 200 pixel. Is it going to change? Let's start from there. Will there be any change? Okay, cool. So at least I know that I'm somewhat correct. I'll work on this, guys. Okay, I will work on this with auto. Suppose it works. Okay, in fact, this with fit. But for now, Let me just do a temporary solution, which is, let me make this 100 pixels. Okay, for now, but it's supposed to be auto. Okay, as you can see, even 100 is not enough, so it looks like 150. Okay, this is supposed to wrap around any text that is there. Okay, as you can see, it must wrap around any text that is there. Okay, or what we can do, guys, for simplicity, still my apologies about that, we can just leave that auto here. Okay, to make our lives easier, we can just put create here. Okay, as you can see, guys, for now. Okay, it looks like it works, but to a certain degree. As you can see, this is bigger than this one, but it works. Okay, so where we are now, guys, we've got a path which is create. So let's just click here, guys, and see where do we go. Okay, we are going to a path which is create, as you can see. Okay, it's create, and what can I say, it doesn't exist. Okay, the other thing that is wrong here, I was expecting this to be home create. Okay, it's supposed to be like this, so we need to configure something. Okay, it's not like create, but it's create inside home. Okay, so we need to tweak those things. Okay, I am thinking I am wrong here by saying the path is, oh, okay, guys, my apologies. As you can see, we didn't even put the path, so we need to put create here, because now it went to the base path. I think I am confused. Okay, the base path for these guys will always be the same. Okay, I hope you get that one, guys. So what I did, I made a mistake of putting create in a base path instead of here. Okay, my apologies for confusing you guys. Okay, so as you can see, guys, we've got the base path which will be home. It will be home for this one. So when we click create now, suppose we are going to home base path / create. Okay, even though it doesn't exist, but the logic is supposed to work fine. Let's click, guys. As you can see, guys, now we are going to for home / create. As you can see now, guys, this makes sense. The add a to do, suppose, is inside that route which is create, not here. So how are we going to do that? We can just go here. This is a add to do form. We can go home and create another route. Okay, another route which is create. My apologies about that, which is a folder. And then from there, let's have a page .tsx, not comma .tsx. Okay, as you can see, and then RAFCE. Okay, and then what we want to do, what we want here, we want this guy. Okay, let's import this guy, add a to do. Okay, let's go back and see if does it disappear. As you can see, guys, now it's not here. Okay, are we on home? Where is my avatar? Okay, where is the avatar? Okay, we will deal with this later. Okay, now we are on home, guys. Okay, let's see if we navigate to create, what are we going to get. It's taking some time and I don't know why. Now on create, we are getting this. Okay, I'm happy with this, but check here, guys, the mistake. Now our navigation has disappeared because it's only on this, on home. Remember, I told you when you are dealing with the navigation, you need to know where to put it. Okay, it has to be global. Okay, all right, now let's put it where it's supposed to be. Okay, so the nav item doesn't necessarily has to be here. Okay, it doesn't have to be here. I'm not sure where is my avatar. Okay, my avatar, when there's no user, it's there. When there's a user, it's not. Okay, cool, I can see it. So let's go to home. Okay, let's create a layout for home. Okay, let's create a layout. This is a page that has to be like this, .tsx. Okay, this name has to be like this. It's a special page. Okay, it's a special page in Next.js. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to press RAFCE. Okay, in case you want all those shortcuts, guys, you can come to extension, and let me just type here ES7. This is the extension that makes this possible. Okay, come and install this extension. Okay, then you can make these RAFCE code snippet. You can get them also. With that being said, let's convert this to a proper layout. Okay, I'm not going to explain much about this. Okay, it's something that you can copy and paste. Okay, so the layout needs to accept children. Okay, it needs to accept children. Okay, it needs to accept children, and we need to type children. Okay, children, and then this is going to be a React node. A React node is some sort of a type that accommodates a lot of things. You can pass a string here, you can pass a JSX element. React node, you can pass a lot of things. Okay, so that's why we are not limiting, we are doing this. However, you can push this typing further. Okay, when we are receiving these children, we only have to display them. Okay, we 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 can't, or we are not supposed to manipulate it. Let's say get into these children, delete some of the things that are here. Okay, so with this type you can push it further and make this a read only. Okay, make this a read only type. Sorry. Okay, because you are not supposed to change this. Okay, you are not supposed to manipulate it. Okay, so this is some sort of, let's say, the best way of typing this, but if you did it the first way also, it will still work. So what is the difference now? Let's render the children inside here. Okay, so let's go back and see. You won't see much of a difference. Let's see, export and page home. Okay, as you can see, guys, we're in home. You don't see much of a difference. Okay, so now if we can put something here, okay, let's say global content. Okay, global content. This content will be available in all the routes which are under home. Okay, what do I mean by that? We've got this home, global content is there. If we put / create, as you can see, guys, my apologies about that, global content is still there. So excuse me, we need to replace this global content with that nav. I'm not sure if I have copied it or what have I done with it. I think so. So I hope my computer still has it in the memory. So let me try to paste. I hope I'm going to paste it. It looks like I might have lost it. Okay, so where is the home? Let me just click undo. Here is it, guys. Okay, so I can copy it here and paste it here on the layout. Okay, I have to import it, and I have to import this icon. My apologies about that. First of all, import this one. Okay, on Windows, you just press Control and space, and then you will get to import these, Control space, and then you import these. Okay, so let's see how are things now. As you can see, guys, now we've got this nav bar. Okay, this side nav. As you can see, obviously our layout, it's bad, but it's there. Let's go to home and see if it's still there. As you can see, guys, even on home, it's still there. Okay, we need to work on the layout. Cool. Now we need to check our layout. Okay, we've got this div. Okay, we've got this div. So what we can do, we are going to put a class name here. We're going to put center. You know that center is our own style that we have created. It just center things and apply flex. Okay, and also automatically it arranges things in a row. Okay, so this means that this nav and these children, okay, will be arranged in a row. Okay, so what I can do here, I can make my life easier and put a div here. Okay, so that I can arrange the nav and this div. Okay, so that the nav could be on the left and this div be on the right. This div will keep on changing based on the content of whatever page. So based on what we've done, let's just check. Okay, as you can see, guys, now this guy, the nav, is on the left and that page is on the right. Okay, cool. Now, and everything has been centered. So let me just give some backgrounds so that we can see what's going on here. BG, class name. Okay, class name, BG. Let's just give it any color. Okay, so that we can see. As you can see, guys, this is that. We want this right panel, okay, to some sort of fill in the entire area. I hope you get that one. We want this to fill in the entire area so that this guy could always be on the left. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so we are going to flex this to 1. Flex this to 1. Let's just check if the parents are not hindering us. As you can see, guys, this doesn't really move, okay, because the parents of these divs, they are hindering us. So how do you then solve this problem? First of all, you go to your controlling or your parent div. Here is a parent div. Okay, if you want flex to work well, okay, you must have the width and height. Okay, obviously depending on where you want it to operate. With us, we want to affect the width. Okay, so we must have a width. So this guy doesn't have a width, so it's as small as possible. Let me just show you. BG green. Okay, it's as small as possible, so we didn't give it a width and height. Let's see. As you can see, guys, okay, it just take the width of this guy and this guy, so it doesn't have a room. So this guy, when we are telling it to flex 1, okay, we are saying take the entire remaining space, and unfortunately it doesn't have much. Okay, so what we want to do, this guy needs to have a width of full. That means it must be 100%. Okay, now that this guy is 100%, this guy now is starting to scratch using the flex. Okay, as you can see. So let's set the height of this guy as well, of the gray guy. Okay, let's make its height to be full. Okay, let's see. Looks like it doesn't really change. Maybe it might happen our parent doesn't have the height. Okay, first of all, our parent, let's make it relative so that things could be positioned or move according to it. If something has got 100% here, it must be 100% of this green guy. So that's why we're putting relative there. Okay, but it doesn't have a height. So let's give it a height of full as well. Let's see what will happen. Okay, as you can see, guys, now that it has got the height, it looks like we've got a better or a decent layout. Okay, let's check our navigation and see if the nav component works well. Okay, if we click here on create, suppose create is red. As you can see, guys, if we click on home, home is red now. Okay, as you can see, guys. Okay, I'm happy with this. And then I think the other thing, guys, the other thing, this guy is not supposed to be in a specific what can I say, it's not supposed to be in a specific page. Okay, it's supposed to be global. Okay, cool. You know what we're going to do? Let's see. Okay, I think this guy is supposed to be somewhere here on this dashboard. Okay, I think it's supposed to be here. We need to fit it in here. Okay, so that means we need to some sort of manipulate metnav a little bit. Okay, because I didn't accommodate that guy. Okay, let's see, did I do or I didn't? I think I did. Let's try that first. Okay, I think I did. Okay, as much as not really. Okay, but let's test. Okay, my logic. I might need to improve it. Okay, so let's go to where is to layout. I think the metnav is here. Okay, so here on metnav, if you want, you can pass also another item. Okay, but it doesn't fall under these items, but it's exactly the same as them. Okay, we can copy this item as it is and push it inside another prop here. Okay, and that prop, it starts with bottom, but I forget now what name is. Okay, as you can see, it's a bottom item. Okay, so I can push this. Okay, as you can see, guys, it will accept it. Okay, this guy, it's exactly the same as these. Okay, but it sits at the bottom. It's like sitting at a special place. Okay, check here, guys. Okay, it's the same, but it doesn't fall in this group. Okay, it sits here. Usually here you put your what can I say, some sort of not necessarily special component, but components that really don't fall into this category. Okay, I can see here I was supposed to have this guy, and also I was supposed to have the same, let's say the twin of this guy, but at the top. Okay, so for now I'm just going to cheat my own system. Okay, instead of pushing an icon, I'm going to push this guy. Okay, obviously when you click here, this goes somewhere, as you can see, but obviously with this guy here, you are not clicking it to go somewhere. Okay, suppose it doesn't go somewhere. Okay, so for now, let's do that just for the illustration. Okay, so instead, on the bottom item, instead of pushing this, okay, I am going to push this. Where is the Met avatar? Where is the Met avatar? Am I on home? Yes, I'm on home. Let's see, where is the Met avatar? Okay, the Met avatar needs some avatar items. Okay, I'm happy with that. What else it will need? It will also need an active user. So that means that layout needs to be with the use client. Okay, let's see. Let's copy this. Okay, let's go to that layout. It needs to be ready for this. Okay, let me import this. Okay, and let me import this. Okay, is called in a function layout that is not okay. Cool, guys. The best programming practice, React functional components always start with capital letters. Okay, and then since we are using a hook, we need to convert this to a client. Okay, as you can see, guys, we've converted this to a client, and then we need now to take, where is the Met avatar? Okay, here is the Met avatar. Here is it. Okay, and then we are taking it to the layout, and we are supposed to push it to where? We are supposed to push it to here. Okay, and when we are pushing it here, we need to make some conditions. So let's see if it's going to fit very well. Okay, okay, so now we are okay, let's do it like this. Let's change this condition. Let's ask first, do we have a user data? Because sometimes the user might not be logged in. Okay, let's say, so let's ask, do we have a user data? If we have a user data, then now we don't need this end. Okay, if we have a user data, put there the Met avatar as it is. Okay, put the Met avatar as it is. Let's see, where is it ending? It ends here. If not, okay, if there is no Met avatar, let's see. Okay, and then for now, let's just push an icon, and then let's look for an user icon in Lucid React. Okay, as you can see, so we are going to push this icon instead. Okay, but then we need to say if not. Okay, let's just quickly check this, guys, to see everything works well. We want, first of all, the problem that we have, we are assuming that we are on the JSX. Okay, you put this code block when you are in the JSX, when you want to open a room for pure JavaScript. Okay, here, guys, we are already on JavaScript. Okay, that's why it was complaining. Okay, that code block was unnecessary. So now we are asking, do we have a user data? Do we have user data? Is there a user that is logged in? If yes, then let's import this, guys, control and space. If then push the Met avatar. Okay, if not, just push what can I say, a logo, this icon. Okay, that's what I mean. Okay, so let's go back here and check now how are things. Okay, suppose this changes. Okay, so it looks like to me, guys, okay, we have an active user. Okay, remember I said we are some sort of cheating this. Okay, because intentionally I didn't have this functionality in mind. So it means that when we click here, this will appear. Let's see, this doesn't move to somewhere, because I was hoping, or I was thinking that when we click this it will go somewhere, but it looks like it doesn't. Let me learn why it does not. Okay, the base path for this, it's home. Okay, yes, and it's supposed to go to create. Okay, but when we click on it, it doesn't. Okay, well, this is happening by luck, let me say, guys. Okay, because I didn't expect it to work. So it looks like the Met avatar, okay, absorbs the the click event. Okay, the click event doesn't propagate to be caught by this link, it looks like, for now. Okay, that's the best thing I can do. Okay, because I thought this is not going to work, it will move to this path. So it means that for now it looks like our hacking works. Okay, but there's something that doesn't work though, and that is the session username on the Met avatar. I think I am supposed to some sort of decide if I want it to be there or not. Okay, I think I will have to decide, okay, if I want it to be there or not, because at this point in time, I don't need it. Okay, so let's go to Met avatar. Let's go to Met avatar and let's see, is it a must that we have it, or it can be optional? Okay, let's see, this is Met avatar and title. Is this Met avatar? Yes. Name, let's a session user, and we've got a name as string. As you can see, in terms of the name, it looks like you have to pass it. Okay, of which now it looks like you don't have to pass it. Okay, let's see. Now that you don't have to pass it, it might not be there, so let's render it conditionally. Okay, let's say if the name is there, then render it. If it's not there, don't render it. Okay, because I don't need it. Okay, first ask, is it there? Is it there? If it's there, then you can render this. If not, don't render it. Okay, that means we are editing met components, then return null. This is supposed to work fine. Okay, so it can be there, it cannot be there. So this means that let's just check what's going on here. Okay, it's still there. Then let's go back to the layout. Okay, now we said this can be there, and then it cannot be there. Okay, so that means that we can remove this when we want. Okay, now this is optional, suppose nothing breaks here. Okay, so if it's not there, then as you can see, guys, okay, as you can see, everything works well. Okay, everything works well. As I've said, guys, this is some sort of a hacking around it. Okay, hacking around it. As you can see, this has got create, of which it doesn't have to have create. As you can see, what we can do, we can instead, we take that username that we got from here. Where was it? Let me see, where are we getting this? Here is it, guys, user data. Let's just pass that username here. Okay, username dot where is, okay, so let's put the dot user name. As you can see, it can be null, and that's true, because when there is no user, this can be null. So what can we do? Let me first type here as string and see. Yes, so if you can put as string here, so I'm forcing it to be a string, I'm saying it doesn't have some null values or whatever. So let's go back here, guys, and check. As you can see now, here we see met. Obviously, the styling, as you can see, this is not in the center. This is not much of a problem. So let's just test things at this point in time and see if everything works well. We are here on home. Okay, let's just log out and see what will happen. Okay, let's just log out and see what will happen. We are being logged out. Are we able to visit home? We are unable to visit home. Whenever we want to visit home, this demands that we log in. Okay, as you can see, I'm happy with that. Okay, so we've been using the user met. Okay, let's just create another user. We are also testing the flow here of our application. Okay, what could be the name of this user? Let's give this guy a name of YouTube. Okay, YouTube, and then YouTube at gmail.com, and the password is YouTube. Okay, and then let's check. Let's say this lady is YouTube. Okay, and then we need to register. Okay, let's register. Why this is not, did I click? Because it's supposed to do this. Okay, so this, when everything works well, it's supposed to redirect to home now because we have managed to register. Let's wait for it. Da, 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 da. Okay, do we have a bug or something? Okay, let's just check. I don't think there is a user called YouTube. Let's just check. Where is the network? Okay, let's just check register. And what was the payload? We really don't have any payload. Do we have something like an error somewhere here on the console? Failed to load API register. The server responds with the status 500 internal error. So it looks like there was an internal error, but let's just check again. Let's say we are trying to do this again. We want to register another user. Obviously, register has got an internal error. Let me think. Is this server of mine running? As you can see, guys, my SQL didn't start, okay, or it has stopped, okay, which that's why we didn't manage to save. Okay, cool. Now that it's running, let's register. Okay, as you can see, guys, we've been redirected. Okay, let me save also this user because I might forget the password and everything. As you can see, guys, now we've got this as a user. We can log out, and then I'm happy with this. Okay, I'm happy with where we are. Obviously, we don't want this dark background. It was just there for testing. So let's go back. I think it's this one. We don't need it. Okay, looks like we are getting, still we don't need the green one as well. Okay, still we don't need the green one as well. Okay, let's go back and see. So I'm happy with this, guys. So if you want to add some sort of create a to do, you can just come here. As you can see, guys, here is an option for you to create a to do. I'm happy with this. And then obviously we might want a list of to dos and. Okay, so for now, what we can do, let's just add some padding here. Okay, and we take it from there. So where is the layout? Here is the layout. Where is a section? This is layout for what first? Okay, this is for home. Yes, that's a layout. Where is the children? Here are the children. So what I want the padding even on the top. So all the padding, let's say 8 and see. Okay, so that this could be more like inside. As you can see, guys, so this is the dashboard, and this is, what can I say, this is for adding. Okay, so in the dashboard, what do we want to see? Okay, since we already got those components, let's just put them on the dashboard here on home. Okay, so we've got a stats card here. Okay, we're just going to put one component there so that this can be unique. Do we have home? Yes, we have home. Here is home. Okay, and home has nothing at the moment. It's returning what? It has got a lot of things with full height. I don't think we need, guys, these things now. Okay, I don't think we need these things, so we might as well delete from here up until here. Okay, up until here, and then we can remove even let's see, let's start from scratch so that we cannot be confused. Okay, because if we've got some stylings that are there that we have to keep unnecessarily, that's going to be a problem. So I've got another component here which is a stats card. Okay, now let's see, what does the stats card need? Okay, the stats card needs a title. Okay, the stats card needs a title. Let's say a title is, let's say, user, because we just want to see what's in there. Okay, then we will change according to that. Okay, there is a description. Okay, description. Okay, subscribe. Okay, I'm hoping that you have subscribed to Coded Design. And what else? Looks like this guy is expecting an icon. Okay, since this is a user, we can, oops, okay, we need to equal to, we can, or in fact, yes, I think it's this one is fine. we can put a user icon from Lucid React. Okay, so that means the stats card will work, as you can see, guys. So here is the stats card. Okay, obviously when it comes to here, maybe this will tell us how many completed tasks. So maybe we are going to come here. Let's type here task. Let's see. Okay, let's see completed task. And then what might represent completed task here? I think this can represent a completed task. Okay, this can, my apologies about that. Go back. Where is the completed task now? Okay, let me go home here and let me go to icons. And then why is it slow? Is it my internet or what? I'm not sure. Or maybe I have pressed something, or I have pressed customized, and then now I don't know where I am. Refresh. Okay, task. Okay, cool. And then from there, okay, let me copy this. In fact, what's the name? Okay, I copy the name. All right, and then let me see what I can do. On the stats icon, now I want this. Okay, I want this from Lucid icon. Why I can, okay, let me copy the JSX and paste it as it is. Okay, let's paste the JSX here. Okay, and then as you can see, we can get it from there. So let's go back and see, guys, what do we have here? As you can see, so this will represent the completed what can I say, the completed to-dos. Okay, obviously now this is supposed to be a number. I wonder why when I'm here, I will have to see what's going on here. Okay, I will have to see what's going on here. Okay, not a problem. So here this is going to be a number. All right, so what I want to do now in the title, let's say we've got 28 finished tasks. Okay, we've got 28 finished tasks. So here we can type tasks finished. Okay, this is fine. Okay, tasks finished. Okay, so what I want to do, this is like 24 tasks finished. So as you can see, guys, this is the stats card. Okay, so at the moment we've got 24 tasks finished. Okay, so if you want to go into details to those tasks, then you can come here and click. Then this is supposed to take us to some sort of a different route, and then we are going to get those details. Okay, since we are already here, let's just check maybe some other things. Let's put here another task. This one is going to be unfinished. Okay, what could be an unfinished task here? Something with X, or okay, let me just look for something, a list. Okay, as you can see, there is no tick, so I want a list without a tick. Okay, as you can see, guys, let's copy this. Okay, come back here and let's put this, the list without a tick. Okay, this is just a normal list. My apologies about that. I don't know what happened. Let's come here. This is just a normal list, and those were completed tasks. Let's say these pending task. I think pending has got PAN. Let's say pending. Maybe it's PE. Yes. Okay. Pending, these are pending tasks. Let's say we are lazy. Okay, like we've got 454 pending tasks. Okay, that means we're super lazy. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, as you can see, guys. Okay, so for me it will be better if these could be arranged like in a row. Okay, let's go back, and I'm not sure in this component, do I allow you to add a background color? Let's see, do I allow you to add a class name? It looks like, but a class name for what? Okay, let's see. Now I don't wanna lie, guys, I forgot about that. Let's see. Okay, it's for this one. Let's just quickly go there and see what are the options I gave for this. We've got the class name, we've got the title. I didn't give you much control over the card. Okay, the width is what, let's see. Okay, as you can see, there's nothing with the color here. Obviously, maybe as time goes by, I will improve this. Okay, and also here we've got some things that we have imported that we are not using. Okay, obviously I will just clean this myself when I've got time. So let's go back here on home, and then let's just work on this class name, and then let's put this center. Okay, and then we can put a gap of 6. Okay, we don't really need this. Let's see if I can make this text bold. Okay, font bold. Okay, first font bold. Okay, yes, let's see what will be the difference. Okay, as you can see, guys, this is a bit bolder. Okay, maybe I'm not sure why my gap didn't apply there. Okay, as you can see, the reason why I didn't apply, this is not even gap. Okay, so maybe let's say not only I want font bold, I want a text of gray. Okay, jobs that are undone are supposed to be red. Okay, we can't have green on undone jobs. Okay, that's extremely laziness. Okay, meaning that you want to act as if you are done with those jobs. So what I would like to do also, I would like to change the font here. Let's say TXT. Do we have XLG? 2XL, because I want it to be a little bit bigger. Let's see. I'm happy with this, guys. Okay, I'm happy with this. The pending ones are these, and then what we want to do, we want somewhat the same thing, but the color will be different. Okay, for this one. Okay, let's see. Let's paste this here. We want the same thing, but here we will have green. Okay, 600 as well. But I don't see now the same changes. What happened? Okay, same stats card. Okay, we've got font bold. Okay, I think this is wrong. That's why. Okay, this is wrong. That's why. Okay, let's go back. So as you can see, guys, okay, so this is the stats card. Let's see where we are. Obviously, we are going to take this from the database. Okay, it's going to always get this from the database. Let's see. So obviously something is not consistent. It's either we change this to always start on, what can I say, to be almost on the leftmost, or we change this to be in the center, or we change this to be here. For me, I think the center will work well. Okay, I think the center will work well. So let's center this guy. So let's go back where that guy is. It's on create. This guy is on create. Let's see. Let's go to create. Is it going to be create, or is going to be the layout? First, let's check the layout. Okay, so that we can set it on one place once and for all, instead of setting it on multiple places. So these guys, they are being rendered here. Okay, so this guy is the one that is responsible for them. Okay, so we can put center here instead. Okay, let's see if this will change. As you can see, guys, okay, so even here, okay, so this one, it has also changed. I'm happy with this. Okay, I'm happy with this. Now what we want to do, if we want to log out, we can log out here. There are some other actions that we can do. We can do them here. I'm happy with this. So what we want to do now, let's add let's come here, okay, on create, and then let's create a to do. Okay, so how are we going to do that? Let's go to create. Where is create? Let's go to create, and then let's just refine this page, because it was copy and paste, remember. And also there's a lot of things that we don't use here, but I will deal with them later. Okay, is this create? No, I'm in the wrong page. Okay, here is the add form. Okay, to add a to do. So now let's do some refactoring here. Okay, so what we want to add, a to do title. Okay, we can just add this title required. Okay, and then we want, this is no longer a profile image. Okay, this is a task image. Okay, we want to select a date. What is the date for? Is it the date created, or it's going to be the date for this task? Let's say this is the date for the task. Okay, so let's come here and then let's say date required. Okay, description, you see, as you can see, we still have got password. Let's say description required. Okay, now I'm happy with this. Okay, so we just need to change all the defaults accordingly. Now we've got the task image. Okay, it can be undefined. I'm happy with this. And then let's go back and see, guys. Okay, as you can see, guys, everything works well so far. Pick a date, and I'm happy with this. And the description. Okay, if you look at the description, guys, this is a text box. Okay, we don't want a description to be here. So the met form from the library that I've created, it has got a met text area. Okay, so we can come here on the met form, where is the description? As you can see, guys, we can change this to a met text area. Okay, met text area. Let's just check, guys. Okay, how is it going to be? As you can see, guys, now this is a met text area. That means you can type. Okay, and also I've changed this color to be muted a little bit. Okay, and then let's register and see. Title required, invalid email, that's true. Why this image is not complaining? Description required, so the image is not complaining. Okay, the challenge might be in our Zod. Let's go check our validation. We've got task image here, is going to be Zod.any. When you're refining, obviously this is a selected image, it has to be an instance of a file. I am happy with this. Okay, I am happy with this. So let's go to our or we didn't change the image on our met form. Inside met form, check here, guys. Here is it. Okay, so the name is still profile image, of which now it has changed. The name is this, and remember, this has got a corresponding what can I say, display component. Let me show you, guys. Okay, let's click OK. Why it's not validating? Maybe we need to refresh. Let's register. Description, the image component, still I'm not convinced if it's doing what we want, but let me just show you what I wanted to show you. This image here has got a corresponding displayer. Remember, the displayer needs to have the corresponding name of this image component. Okay, let's quickly fix that first. So meaning that the displayer has got a wrong name. Where is it? It's supposed to, I have changed the displayer, but I didn't change the actual component. Still, I'm wrong here. I'm right in a sense that this name needs to be here, but I was under the thinking that I am changing where is the met image. I'm changing this. So as you can see, guys, so what I was going to tell you is that this name and this one needs to correspond so that the image can be displayed there. As you can see that now, guys, it's starting to tell us that the input is needed. So let's go back here. Let's just pick this guy. Okay, so as you can see, guys, so it looks like to me our form can validate properly, and what we need to do, we need to add a to do. So let's go back here, and then we need to add what am I looking for? I'm looking for form submit. Okay, let me just search here, form mutation. Okay, so I hope now you see why I name things this way. Okay, I don't name this add to do. This is a form mutation. It mutates this form, and it will only be on one form at a time. So every form will have form mutation, not add to do, add task, no, so that whenever I copied and paste information from here to a different form, I know that I just need to change form mutation. Okay, so where is that Where is form mutations? Looks like we've got 5 instances. I want where I'm defining it. Okay, as you can see, guys, here is it. Okay, form mutation. Okay, the mutation name, it's login mutation. Now let's just name it add to do mutation, and that's it. So obviously it sends data to this API, of which that's not the case. So now the endpoint will be add to do. Okay, will be add to do. It's not created yet. And then let's go to we are done with this. Okay, the information that needs to be shown is to do added. Okay, register to log in. Let's also type here to do added. Okay, these are the things that we will change, or you can some sort of what can I say, put whatever you want to put, guys. Okay, so now when everything is successful, there is a data that we are not using here. Okay, we don't really need this data because we are not using. So when everything is successful, now you don't really need to push to home. Okay, we will see what to do. Okay, and then what else? I think that's all, guys. And then let's go to form submit. As you can see, guys, that's why I name things like this. Okay, even if I can copy and paste this, it can make my life easier. We are receiving this data and we are converting this data to a form data. Okay, as you can see, form data from just an object. Happy with that. And we are executing the mutation. We don't want to do this for now. We just want to console log this data just as a proof that we are able to receive it. Okay, console log the data. Okay, and then let's just check here, and then let's check console log. Okay, let's say add a to do YouTube tutorial. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. When am I expecting to do it? Look, I'm lazy. I'm going to push it somewhere on 2025. Okay, this is where I'm going to do this. Okay, now we've got a problem. Okay, expected string received date. Okay, what is this problem? This is a validation problem. Let's go back to our date on Zod. Am I on the right place? Add form. Yes. Okay, form schema. Where is the date? The date is expecting a string. Okay, as you can see, guys, remember this was copy and paste. Okay, let's just change this to date. Okay, obviously I don't think the date can be a dot email. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so as you can see, guys, this is going to be a date, and now the date cannot be a string. Maybe it can be undefined. Okay, when it's not defined. Okay, as you can see, guys, everything works well. Then let's come back here. Let's just restart. My apologies about that. Okay, let's click submit. It's telling us that we need this. Let's say, let me just type task because I'm just testing. Okay, so date required. Let's make a date, any date. Okay, now the date is working fine, and let's just put any file. Okay, this is the file that will remind us or that relates to the task, and then blah 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 blah. Okay, let's see. As you can see, guys, we are able to get this data. Maybe you are starting to hear some background noise. I'm not sure. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop this video. I'm going to change my settings, okay, so that the mic cannot be as sensitive as it is, hoping to reduce the background sound. Okay, I'm afraid maybe, or I'm thinking that you might be hearing people talking in the background. My apologies about that. I was not like expecting it. And remember, there are some few things that I can control. Okay, and I've accepted those limitations. It's life, guys. Okay, if you think you can control everything, obviously you might end up in the hospital with mental breakdown and what. Okay, so you need to be able to some sort of blend with your environment and understand. So with that being said, let me just pause the video. I will configure my mic settings and then I'm going to record again. Okay, because I can't stop now. Okay, I want to finish this. Okay, thank you so much for understanding. All right, guys, I am back. So what I did, I just turned down the mic sensitivity and I also added some sort of what noise reducer. So I hope obviously you don't hear people talking in the background. Let's continue, guys. So I think we are ready to go to the back end. Okay. So let's go to the back end. Remember here we have what can I say? We have put a backend there, and the name of this was API was add a to do. Okay. Let's go to the API. API. Let's add a folder. Add a to do, and here let's add a route .ts, and that is it. Okay. Adding a to do is exactly the same as adding a user. Exactly the same. Okay. So we might as well go to register, copy this code as it is. We are just going to modify some few things. Okay, exactly the same, guys. Okay, obviously the names might be different, but it's exactly the same. But before that, guys, okay, our database doesn't have, what can I say, doesn't have a table. Let me just show you. Doesn't have a table to do's. Okay, doesn't have a table to do's, and that reminds me that there is a relationship between the user and a to do. Okay, and the relationship between the user and the to do is that a to do is being placed by a user or created by a user. So in the to do's table, there must be a user ID. Okay, this means that our front end now doesn't include that. Okay, something that we have forgot. So let's go back here, guys. Okay, okay. So there is more to send to the back end than just this input. Okay, there is more, meaning that when you adding a to do, you must supply an ID, a user ID. We need to know who is saving the to do. Okay, so that we can save the to do under that ID, so that when we come here on stats, we can pull the stats for, excuse me, that particular user. Okay, guys, please can you give me some time? Let me take a water break. Thank you so much. All right, thank you so much for understanding. So we have forgot something, a user ID. Apologies about that. So let's go back to here. Let's go back to here. What else do we want to do? Now we need to involve the user ID. I think now you know where we are going to get it. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so let's go to our layout, because the layout has got the user ID. I think so. So first of all, if we are not sure, let's just do that. We've got a session token here on application, as you can see, guys. So this is the data of the active user. We can go to JWT to decode this data. Okay, we want to see, I don't want to be here. Okay, I want to remove this and paste this. Okay, as you can see, guys, this is the active user. Do we have a user ID here? Here is it, guys, an active ID, and it's 11. My apologies about that. So that means we can get from the active session, we can get the user data. I think that hook, I have created it in such a way that it's simple to use. I don't think I really have to go copy and paste. Okay, something. Okay, so this form, okay, it needs, let's say, const. Usually this is what I do, okay, when I don't know what's inside something. I know I'm going to use a hook use active user. Okay, and obviously needs to be executed. And from here, I will type something. Suppose it tells me that this something doesn't exist, and it will tell me what exists there. Okay, user data is declared, but its value is never read. Okay, as you can see, guys, it looks like we are supposed to get user data from here. So now I know, is this the form? Yes. Oh, okay, guys. Remember, we copied this code from register. Okay, so register was making use of user data. So apologies. So this is the data that we already have. Okay, we already have that data. Okay, and is this going to be a string? I don't think so. Let's see, guys. What's the data? As you can see, this data can be string. Now I think here I was testing. Okay, but I didn't delete this. Okay, so guys, this means that we need to tell this hook what type of data are we expecting back. Okay, so where can I get this? I am supposed to have a global type for this. I believe I can't keep on creating that type. So let's just go to app components. Where let's just go to type. Suppose we have type somewhere. Okay, let me just look it first, or let me just fiddle. Let me type active. As you can see, guys, here is active user. Okay, let's go back and check it. Where is it? Let's see, where is this? Is it on met component? If this is on met component, this is not the active user that we want. Okay, this is not the active user that we want if it's on met component. Okay, it needs not to be on met components. Okay, let me just control P and type types. Okay, this is components, met component. I don't want this one. Let's check this one. Which one is it? Recently opened. Yes, this is the one that I want. Where is it? Okay, as you can see, guys, my mistake, we've got types here. Okay, so I knew that I did what can I say, I did create this type because I knew I was going to use it in multiple places. So as you can see, guys, this one has got active, 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 and active ID, same as this. As you can see, active, active, active. So that is a proper type to use. So we can go to the add form. Okay, control P and type add form. Here is add form. We can tell it that this is a proper type that we're expecting. So let's check here user data. As you can see, guys, it can be this or null. It's true, guys, it can be null when there is no user there. So now we can get the user ID, which is, I think at this point in time it's 11. Let's go and check there. So where are we going to display it? Let's see what we can do. Let me just check the default data on title. Let me try to display the active ID. Okay, let me try to do that. Let me say as string, meaning that it's not going to be null. Conversion string number undefined. And now this is giving me some tough time. What am I going to do? Active ID. Okay, if not, let's see. If not, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? I want this. Okay, if it exists. If it doesn't exist, then put this. Okay, no data. Okay, so as you can see, guys, what's in say title? Are you still complaining with the undefined? Let's see. String or number is not assignable to a type string or undefined. Okay, I am asking here, if you have this, then do this. If not, okay, let me just try a different way, guys. Okay, this is giving me some tough time. Okay, okay, where can I display this? Let's see, where is the form? Okay, let's go to the JSX. Okay, so here, right on top of the title, let me just display it here. Right, let me just display it here, guys. My apologies about that. So let's go back and see. I want to be on create. As you can see, guys, we are able to get the ID, okay, the user ID. Okay, I'm happy with this. And then what I want to do now, I want to go to my schema. Okay, let's see how are we going to do this. We need to think. We've got a schema here. Okay, a validation schema here. Okay, if we don't have the ID, we don't wish to continue and add the to do, meaning that we must put the ID as part of the schema. Okay, because the schema will help us on validating things. Okay, cool. Dot. I think is it a number or a string? I think it's a number. Okay, let's make it a number. Let's make this a number. As you can see, guys, so that means now we've got a number, and this number must be required. So we are going to type here a minimum of 1, and we're going to type ID required. Okay, ID required. Now I am going to give you some advanced tips, or a different way to manipulate React hook form. Okay, I'm going to teach you something special. Okay, it means that here we've got a field. Okay, we've got a field that is invisible. Okay, why? Because it's not part of a form. I'm displaying it here, but it's not part of the form. Okay, technically. And then as it is invisible, okay, we can't put a field for it here where you will type it. You don't. We have to add it dynamically or programmatically. Okay, cool. With that being said, we need to find a way of pushing it. Where? Let's go to a form data. To form submit. Okay, to form submit. We need to find a way of pushing it here. Okay, because here we are receiving all the form fields. Okay, now let me teach you some tricks about React hook form. These are the form methods. Okay, this is use form. We want on this form method. Okay, in case you didn't know, we can set these values when we want to. We don't really have to take them here. Okay, when we want to, we can set these values. So what I'm doing, I'm using these form methods. These form methods are from React hook form, from this use form. It has got a lot of important methods that we can use. One of them will help us to set, my apologies about that. Let me just type here form methods. Okay, where is, okay, I was hoping this to finish it up for me. Form methods. Okay, so one of the methods that we can get from form method is set value. Okay, we want to set a value. Which is that value? It's ID. We want to set it on our own, and then we want to give it a name. Where is that? Let's see. Let's see. We want, where is the main component? Where are we displaying that 11? Okay, we want to set it to this. Okay, we want to set it to this. So what we want to know when we are here, where is that form? Okay, so when we are here, we want to set the ID to this. Okay, what is it saying? Argument of type what. Okay, as you can see, so getting the active user might be null. Okay, and this is true. Okay, cool. We need to first find out if is this true. Do we have data here before we continue with this? Okay, if we have data here, we can set this value into this. I hope you do get this one. Else, we don't want to continue if, because this is an error, guys, so we really don't want to continue. Okay, so let's just alert. Okay, no active user. Okay, and we don't want to continue. Let's just type return. Okay. So this means that the UI will indicate when we are trying to submit if maybe you never know something happened or we don't have the user. Okay. Obviously, the validation it's bulletproofed that there is no way you can get in home without being active. I know that. Okay, as you can see, because you are being allowed to get in here if you are, what can I say, if you're an active user. If you want us to test that, let's delete this token and let's just refresh here and see. Obviously the validation was on home. My apologies about that. Okay, the validation for this as a safe route, okay, it's only on home. Okay, thanks for us to test this, because now I just realized that some other things are not safe. Okay, so let's check home. As you can see, home will only take you out of this. Okay, so with that validation as a problem, let's just go to our middleware. Thanks to us for testing this. Home is the only route that has been secured. Okay, so let's just quickly ask ChatGPT, okay, to quickly help us so that we can accommodate home and all other routes that might be there. Okay, check here, guys. Okay, um please change this middleware matcher to accommodate. Okay, not sure, no matter what is wrong with the spelling. Let's check what is accommodate. To accommodate. Okay, to accommodate. Are we recording? Yes. Okay. Well, sometimes I forgot to stop record. So to accommodate the route, okay, the specified route, okay, and all the other routes, uh, routes that are possible. Okay, are possible. I'm not sure how to put it in a way that after it. So I need to some sort of, what can I say, to explain in details to ChatGPT other routes that are possible. Like, let me just tell it. It's going to be like home. Sorry. Okay, like home forward slash. Okay, any other route. Okay. Okay, let me just continue and say, because my English doesn't make sense to ChatGPT. Okay, I am thinking. So I'm giving it the intent, what I want to do. I want to protect the home route. I want to protect route, and all possible routes, let's say, associated with it. I think this is better. Okay, I think ChatGPT can understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, and let's continue. The reason is I really don't know what matcher or what can I do. I don't know how it's going to be possible. So as you can see, guys, ChatGPT is telling us that this is going to be forward slash home and then dash dash path and. So I think this is protecting, including all the other routes that might come. Okay, as you can see. So let's just copy this. Okay, let's just go back here and let's paste this. Okay, so let's go back and come back here. Remember, we are not logged in. Last time we were able, let's say on home, it takes us to log in. But last time when we were hitting home and create, we were able to go there. But let's see now. Now we are not able to go there, as you can see, guys. So as I was saying, we are 100% sure that you cannot be in the home route. It doesn't matter where you are, home, TY, you cannot be there. You must be logged in. So as you can see, we are 100% sure. So with that being said, let's just log in as what? As Met. Okay, log in as Met. Then we will be redirected to home. Okay, as you can see. Okay, we can log out if we want to. Okay, I'm happy with that. So we are sure that you will never come here if you are not logged in. Okay, all right. So let's see what we want to do. Let's go back to add. Where do I want to be now? I want to be on. Okay, let me just control P, add form. Okay, I want to be here. Okay, so we said if there is no user, I'm not sure in what case. Okay, if there is no user, so what you can do, please alert here, and then after alerting here, you can return an error message, and then you need to return. Okay, so you don't have to continue. That's what this return means. So that means should we continue here, guys, we've got the user data. Okay, I hope you get the logic here. Okay, so let's continue, guys. Now that we've got this, we are setting the form method to this. Please note that this is very important to note. Okay, as much as we have set the ID to what, to something, it doesn't matter what it is. Okay, this data doesn't have it. Let me just show you. Okay, let's see, can we console log that data? Let's console log that data. Okay, as you can see, guys, we are receiving this data here. We are setting the ID. Okay, so to this. Okay, so setting the ID to this. Okay, maybe you might think that if we have managed to set the ID to something, this data is supposed to have the ID. Okay, let's just check if that is the case. What will be logged in here? So I am saying, as much as you have managed to set that, but this data doesn't have this ID. Okay, and then I will show you how to the tricks to get it. Okay, but let's first test, guys. Okay, because we need to be, what can I say, accurate. We need to test things. Okay, I don't like also when people take things as I say. Okay, because I'm a human being, I might make mistake. What do I want to do? Oh, okay, test. Okay, choose a date, and then ShadCn, this component. When you click here, as you can see, guys, it doesn't I'm not sure, disappear immediately. I don't know, maybe I need to create my own component. Okay, the date component. Okay, um I'm not sure. Then how do I, okay, I need to click somewhere else. Okay, I think I can create a better component than this one. Okay, or maybe let's say before we say ShadCn is flawed, maybe I don't know how to use this. Let's say for now. Okay, so how are we going to know if that's the case? Let's just go to ShadCn and see. Okay, I'm just going to go to the example of the date component and click it and see what it will do, because sometimes we quickly say things are wrong, whereas we don't know how to use them. Okay, date picker, I think it's this one. Yes, this is what I've used. Let's say I'm clicking 11. As you can see, guys, even here it doesn't change. Okay, so obviously now I'm confident that I'm not sure, maybe to some other people this is fine, but this is an unnecessary clicking out. Okay, that means I will work on this. Maybe on the next video I will have my own date component. To be honest, I think I have, but we are not doing that now. I think I've solved this problem. Okay, let's continue, guys, before we forget what we were doing. Let's just click here. Let's just click here. Okay, I'm clicking. Okay, I need to click out. Okay, and then let's click register. Okay, let's just click register, and then let's add an image. Okay, and then from there, when you click register, we've added everything. Okay, first of all, check here, guys. After adding everything, it looks like as much as I'm clicking register, we are unable to continue. Why? Remember, I told you, as much as we have set this, okay, but this is not set. Okay, so I think now I'm trying to say whatever that I was saying, it looks like it's taking place. Okay, because the reason why we don't continue, there is something wrong. But however, still, don't take it from me. Okay, the met component form, I have designed it in such a way that it can tell us some errors. Okay, so what we want, let's go to the met form. This is submit of the met form. Let's see, where is it now? Why it looks like I'm lost? Where is the form? Let me go to JSX. Okay, where I'm returning. Let's see. My apologies, guys. Okay, fine. I can type here met form. Here is it, guys. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do, I want to watch the errors. Okay, I want to watch the errors. This is not a problem. So as you can see, guys, it's telling us the reason why it doesn't continue. This is required. The ID is required. Okay, that's why we don't continue. This is an error. So let's go back here and test first. Where is the data? Okay, we are coming here. We are asking if user data, that means if there is the data here, then form dot set values to this, meaning that if this was not true, this should have alerted. Okay, so should it alert, it means that this is true. Let's test it, guys. Okay, let's alert, and then let's alert this, just to be sure. If when we click, when we get in here, it has the active user, it's supposed to alert 11. Okay, except the fact that it might not even come here because of the validation, but let's just check, guys. Okay, we just need to keep on testing. These are the tricks that I'm going to teach you how to, I'm not sure, bypass these things, how to know what is the problem, because these libraries are created, but you need to have knowledge on how do you dive deep. Okay, take it to another level, just like here where we are now. Okay, let's, as you can see, guys, it's still telling me that the ID is required. Okay, not a problem. So let's see, how do we solve this problem? Okay, let's start by let's see, let's see. Remember, guys, remember, we need not to set the ID. Okay, we need not to set the ID when we are sending the data. It's not a must we do that. Okay, this ID, when this form loads, okay, when this page loads, we already have the ID, we already have the form, we already have the schema. Why don't we use a use effect hook to always set the ID when this form starts? Okay, because it looks like this is not the best place to do that, because it doesn't even allow us to come here because there is some sort of an error, and we can't say that ID it's a minor, or it's not, we don't have to validate it, we need it. Okay, we are not supposed to continue without it. So let's try this, guys. Okay, we are going to take this, we are going to come here on top, and then let's say somewhere here, my apologies, we are going to use use effect. Okay, we are going to use effect. Okay, if we put empty array here, it means that this will run when the form loads. Okay, let's just make sure this runs right after this. Okay, right after this. Okay, and then what is it going to do? Let me paste. It needs to set form method dot set value id for now. Not for now, let's just do the right thing. Okay, let's see, dot active id. Okay, obviously we are still sitting with the same problem that this might not be whatever. So if then, okay, only do that when we have the user. Okay, as you can see, guys. Okay, so now we don't have any errors. Obviously React user rate has a missing dependency, please don't mind about this one. Okay, so now we have changed our logic. So whenever the form gets active, okay, as soon as this gets the data, the form, this will run as a side effect when it's loading, then this will be set. Okay, now let's go back here. Let's just refresh, and then let's test. Test, and then let's just click here. So what is required now? ID is required, description is required, task image is required. Okay, description gone. It looks like this ID really doesn't want to be set. What mistake am I making? Okay, what mistake am I making? What mistake am I making? Okay, let me save. Are we on the use client? Yes. Okay, let's see. Okay, when this guy loads, if user data, all right, if this user data, and then you need to set this ID, set it to active. Okay, let's just do some simple tests, guys. Okay, let's just do some simple tests. Let me set this. First of all, we just need to check if is this working. Let's set the ID to a number. Okay, for method scope variable used before its declaration. Yes, that means this has been used before it has been declared. Where are we declaring it? Form data, where is it? Form method, we are declaring it here. Let's just set this to 50 here. Okay, and let's restart it, and let's see, is it going to be there now? Okay, as you can see, guys, it looks like the ID now, it's still loading. Okay, it looks like the ID is not part of this. Okay, so meaning that we can set this ID. Okay, we can set this ID like this, but we just need to set it like on the right place. Okay, this is an interesting problem. So let's try this, guys. Okay, let's try this. Since we are still under this, okay, you can use the hook anywhere here, okay, as long as it's under this functional component. So let me try this, guys. Okay, let me, after declaring this, okay, let me try to run this use effect here. Okay, let's just check this logic again. Okay, when this use effect start, okay, I want you to console log. Okay, console log this for me. Okay, I want to understand, when you get in here, when the form loads, what do? Do you have this number 11 here, or whatever the number for that user ID? Okay, that's what I'm checking here. So let's go back here, guys. Okay, and let's go to the console and let's refresh. Okay, let's refresh. Okay, this is home and this is create. Okay, going to create. It looks like, guys, this is undefined. Okay, it looks like this is undefined. Okay, now at least we know that there's a problem. So what we need to do, it's not like it's our logic, but we don't get this. Okay, let me console log the whole data instead. Okay, let me refresh still. Okay, let me refresh. As you can see, guys, it's null. Okay, let's make sure on the app, do we have? Yes. Okay, cool. This is not much of a problem. On our layout, this works well. Home layout, check here, guys. This works well on our layout. As you can see, this user data works well on our layout. So let's just copy it from here. Okay, this is use client. Let's just copy it in case we have made some mistakes. Let's just copy it from here, and then we can go to create. Where is create? Create page. Okay, in our layout it works. Let's go to the create page, and then on the create page. Okay, guys. Okay. My mistake. Okay, my mistake, guys. This component, add form. Okay, the one that we are struggling to get whatever that we want, this one, it's a use client component. Okay, that means it can use the what can I say, the hooks. It can use the hooks. Okay, but it is inside a component which is a server. Okay, check here, guys. Okay, this is a client one, yes, but look the mistake that I did, or something that I didn't notice. It's inside a page. Where is it? Create a page that is a server. Okay, this might be the problem. Okay, so first of all, let's make this use client. Okay, let's make this use client first, just to test. Okay, because we are debugging here. Okay, let's see. Last time we did get this 11 and it was here. Okay, so let's just double check. Let's go back there, guys. Okay, let's see this was user data. Okay, let's see, is this the same thing? Yes. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, my apologies about this, but we are going to get this done. Where is my met component? Where is my met component, and where is my text field? And then here, let me put user data dot active ID. Let's check. Okay, okay, it makes sense, guys. This is number 10. Okay, but now, okay, ID required, but now why don't I get this ID? Okay, let's see. So what I'm going to do, okay, let's check my use effect. Okay, this is very strange, but we are going to get it right, guys. My apologies about that. Check my use effect. Let's check my console log. All my console logs are logging in. It's logging in. Okay, as you can see, guys. Okay, when I am, as you can see, guys, this comes later. Okay, it doesn't come immediately. So when the form executes, okay, it always gets null at first. As you can see, check here, guys, this doesn't appear. As you can see, guys, it's null. Okay, which is, this is true, it comes later. Okay, because it's an async process. Okay, cool. Now let's go back here and try to follow React. Okay, because React warned us, but I was what can I say, big-headed, and I said don't mind that. But it looks like now we are going to need the help from React. Check here, guys. Okay, we need the help from React. Okay, this use effect is dependent on this field. Okay, is dependent on this field. It's going to do something based on this field. This React warning, it's telling us that, look, React hook use effect has a missing dependency, which is a form method and use data. For now, I think the most important one is use data. Okay, let's put this guy here. Okay, this is the most important one. This means that this use effect will change. Okay, now it's not going to run when the form loads. Okay, because it might happen when the form is loading, this data is not there yet. Okay, this use effect will keep watch of this data. When this data changes, okay, it will run and it will give us the updated data. Okay, I hope you do get. So it will always run when this guy changes. Okay, let's quickly check that. Let's quickly check that. What do I want to do? Okay, let me leave everything as it is. Okay, now let's just refresh and see. Okay, when it's loading, null, suppose as soon as this gets here, suppose it renders again. Let's see, guys, let's see. What am I getting here? Okay, I'm console logging a lot of things on page 33. Let's go to 33. Okay, This is not what I want necessarily. Okay, so how do I know if this has worked? First of all, I can click here to check is ID here. As you can see, guys, now ID is not there. Okay, ID is not there, and I am not console logging this ID. Okay, I am not console logging this ID. Let's console log the ID. Okay, okay, let's check, guys. Okay, check again what's going on here. Undefined, undefined, 1010. As you can see, guys, okay, in the initial round this becomes undefined, undefined, because it's still being fetched and but as soon as it's done, then it becomes 10. Now we are sure that this will always be set. Okay, happy with that. And then let's undo this. Now we know that we have set this value. Okay, so this is what can I say, you must know how to use effect and how it operates. Okay, let me put it that way. As you can see here, I was big-headed, I ignored some errors. Now I face a problem and I realized that React was right by warning us. Okay, so guys, let's continue. Now we are sure that we are going to set this value. Remember where we are. I said as much as the value has been set. Okay, as much as the value has been set, that doesn't mean that ID is here, or maybe let's say we need to check, is it there? Okay, now do we need to check if this is null? Let's just put this for best programming practices because we want to be bulletproof. Okay, in case it's null, don't continue. So let's continue, guys. So let's console log. Okay, let's console log the data. Okay, we still want to check what's going on there. Okay, there is a tip and a trick that I want to show you. Okay, let's go back here. Let's see. Okay, as you can see, that is still loading. Okay, and now it's there. And then let's click register. As you can see now, that ID is not there. Okay, so let's just type and then let's pick a date and then let's pick an image and then let's type a description. As you can see, guys, we don't have errors, but let's see the console log. Okay, okay, the console log, it's 10. Okay, let's check here. We've got the ID, it's 10. Okay, let's go back and see, because I was expecting or I was hoping that that ID is not like that. But if we've got that ID, that means we are good to go. All the data that we want is 100%. Okay, cool. Sometimes, guys, if you set values this way, okay, let's say the hacky way. Okay, I think you saw what we're doing. If you set these values this way, okay, sometimes this data doesn't get updated. Okay, sometimes, or it might happen the way that I did it that time, it was not like this data was not updated. Okay, so there is also a different option to get that data. Okay, let me just show it. Maybe this might not be perfect scenario, but you need to understand this. So let's type here const let's say updated data. Okay, const updated data is equal to, let's go to form data dot get values. My apologies about that. Dot get values. Form method, guys, my apologies. Form methods dot get values. Okay, okay, this get values is the same as this data. Okay, let's say you've been setting values somewhere, okay, in a lot of places. Okay, because sometimes you might need that. Let's say you've been setting values. As a result, now this data has got a lot of other variables that were set in some different places. Okay, let's say. And then what you can do, you can still get these values. So instead of logging in data, I'm just going to type here I'm going to type here um dated. Okay, so we know that this data, it's not this one, but it's the one that we got from values. Okay, so let's go back here and check, guys. Okay, let's just refresh here. Let's see what will happen. Okay, it will only happen once we click something. So in the meantime, let's just click test, uh, and then put an image there, simple image, and blah blah blah, and let's click test. As you can see, guys, we are getting the same thing. Okay, so one might ask, where are we getting this? As you can see, guys, so I didn't get this from this data. Okay, meaning that I can delete it if I want to. I got it. Let me also see, where is that message? Where is that updated as a confirmation? Here is it, guys. Okay, updated, here is it. So this is the updated one. Okay, so it's the same thing. So guys, in case maybe you are setting a lot of variables on your own, okay, and you want to get the latest, like I'm not sure, the latest data, okay, then you need to use get values. Okay, so we are done with this. Before, I have solved this problem in a different way. Okay, but thanks to this tutorial, because now I got another different way of solving it. Okay, and I think this is the best way. Okay, guys, let's continue. Where I am now. Okay, this is form.get values. Since we are getting the same information here, okay, let's just get this data from here. So we will take this data with the ID, and we are going to uh, push it here. We don't need this. Now let's allow this guy to fetch the API. This mutation will go to the back end. Okay, so now our back end will receive the data that it needs. Okay, we just need to go there. Let's go to our back end, which is sorry guys, let me just take a water break. Thank you so much for understanding. Okay, now let's continue. Let's go to API and add a to do. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do here, we need to make sure that our variable names, they correspond exactly with the front end. So let's get to to do. Let's get to do I think that is supposed to be here. Where is the to do? To create. My apologies about that. This is the add form that we want. My apologies about that. Why do I want to get here? I want to get this. Okay, because these variable name, it's important that when we get them in the database, I'm sorry, in the back end, we get them exactly as they are. I hope if you don't get this, you will get it now. Apologies about that. Go to API, add it to do. First of all, I'm going to paste this here. Okay, so let's see. We want to get a name here. We are no longer getting a name. Remember, we are getting a title. Okay, I'm just avoiding some typos here. And then after that, we don't really have an email. Okay, we don't have an email. Instead, we've got a description. So we might as well change email to description. Okay, and what else? We don't have password. Instead of password, we've got a date. Okay, as you can see. Oh, as string, I'm not sure about that. Maybe we might say as, sorry, maybe we might say as date. Okay, for now. Date variable is being used as a type here. Then I think the type for date is suppose it has got and from data now type as date. What is a date type then? Is there a type as date? For now, must I say as a number? I'm a bit confused. For now, let's just allow it as a string. Okay, it might happen it comes as a string here anyway, I'm thinking. Okay, cool. Let's continue, guys. So what else? We no longer have a profile image. We have this image. Okay, const image format. No, this is not right. What do I want? Okay, my apologies about this. I don't think this is not what I want. I want this task image. Sorry guys about that. All right, and then we can delete this guys, because now I'm sure that these values, they correspond to the ones on the API. And then we need to check if these are not null. One thing that I forgot here guys, check here. It's the ID. Okay, I forgot the ID. We must have the ID. Okay, I think it's just a small letter ID and a small letter ID. Okay, um I think it's supposed to be a number. Okay, conversion from string for, okay, fine, let's just get these a string. Okay, let's just get everything a string. Now we want the ID must be there, the title must be there. If not title must be there. Description must be there. um Real image, as you can see guys, also this naming of real image, we will deal with it. This profile image must be there. What else? We've got ID, title, we've got description, we've got date. Let's see. I don't think that date is the best variable name. Okay, I think date, it's a reserved word, so as time goes by, it might give us issues. So next time guys, please maybe say task date. Okay, to just type date, I'm worried about that. So here you can type a meaningful error, but now I'm just going to say values not supplied. Okay, maybe let me just say ID, title, description, and etc. Okay, I'm not going to be that detailed. Okay, that means if we don't get these, that is going to be a mistake. Remember, when we were getting this data from data, okay, it was a lot of real image, okay, of which now we are not dealing with that. This is task data. Okay, this is task data now. Okay, information about the task. Okay, that's what we are doing, so we might as well change this. Okay, as you can see guys. Okay, and then we don't need this. Okay, I just took it for that case. So we want image form data is equal to form data. We are creating a new form data, unique image name, UUID. I'm happy with that. Okay, image extension is equal to, we no longer have profile image, we've got task image. Okay, here we are preparing to save this image to a server, and then upload response type. Don't mind about this. Let image path try take this image to a server. Okay, I'm happy with this. Console log, I don't think I need this. This was just some sort of for testing purposes. I need to clean my code. And then if there is no image patch, path respond, return this. Also, this was some sort of testing. Okay, I'm supposed to display an error here. Okay, but let's leave it for now. And then encrypt password, we are no longer dealing with password now because we are not adding a user. If existing, I don't think we need to test if the task exists. Okay, we don't really need to test if the task exists. If the user, we don't need to test those. Okay, const create, let's say create task, await. Okay, now on Prisma we don't have this table called task. Okay, so what we want to do, we need to go to our schema. Okay, we don't have this table at this point in time. Let's go to our Prisma. My apologies about this. Where is Prisma? Here is Prisma. Let's go to our schema. We've got users, okay, but we don't have tasks. Okay, so we might as well come here to our, let me just paste, maybe it might happen this has been okay. No, I lost it. Add form, where is it? Let me just control P. This is what I want. Okay, I still want this, okay, to help me as a guideline. Okay, where is my prisma? Where is my prisma? Control P. Here is my schema. Okay, I'm supposed to create a model based on this, so that's why I'm copying this. Okay, so we are creating another model. Okay, the model that we are creating is it tasks or to do? Let's just say tasks. Okay, these are the tasks that we want to create, and we're creating this model. Okay, remember I told you that I'm also still learning Prisma. Okay, it's not that difficult, but obviously I'm just being honest that it's a new tech stack to me, so I'm learning as well. So we want to have an ID, as you can see here. We want to have an ID. This is an ID for what? This is a task ID. So must we make task ID an auto increment? Yeah, let's make it that. There's no need for it to be a UUID, just for simplicity's sake. So it's going to be an int, it's going to be unique. I'm just copying this. Okay, it's going to be unique. And we are going to have at default, and then we are going to say auto increment. Okay, that means the IDs of the task will auto increment. I'm happy with that. And then let's have the title. Okay, the title is going to be a string. Okay, and then let's have the what? Okay, let's have the image path. Okay, or task image. Okay, it's going to be a path, so I might as well specify it's going to be a path. Okay, doesn't have to be just task image. Okay, task image path, sorry, it's going to be a string. And what else? Description, it's going to be a string. Okay, a string, but sorry about that, I'm used to objects. This is going to be a string, but we need to add something else at db dot at db, suppose why there's no autocomplete at db. Let me click this db here instead, and dot. Now I'm not sure why it doesn't give me this char, but this is what I want, and then I want to specify the number of characters. The reason why I'm doing this on description is that maybe automatically Prisma might give me limited characters, let's say 20. If somebody types a long description, and then that will be truncated. So let's say I want at least 200. Okay, that's why I'm doing this. I was hoping that I'm going to get an autocomplete, but after pressing this dot, but I didn't. Well, we've got a reference. Okay, and then let's get into image path. Okay, not image path necessarily, because we've already got this. So I think the date, let's see, this thing of just typing date, I think it might give issues. Okay, let's say, guys, task date. Okay, task date. Okay, avoid using reserved words. Okay, date time. Okay, I'm happy with this. Let's see. What else? What else? Okay, we've got the title, the time, and the description. I think everything is here, guys. Okay, and I'm happy with this. Now let's get into somewhat not necessarily difficult part. Okay, but I'm just going to fiddle. If I'm not winning, then I will see what I can do. Maybe I will ask ChatGPT. Okay, now what we want to do, we want to connect these two guys. Okay, remember, a user will place what, will create a task. Okay, so it looks like to me we need the task creator here. Okay, let's say a task creator. somebody who created a task. Okay, I think so. And it's going to be what? It's going to be int, let's say. Okay, obviously, guys, I am trying here. Okay, and then we've got users. Okay, we've got users here. Okay, we've got users from here, and we are going to have, then this was supposed to be here. Where is at relationship? Okay, error validation model task. This field declaration is invalid. It is either missing the name or okay, let's say space. Sorry, let's say users and then string. Let's see what will happen. Okay, this works. Okay, cool. If you take this, then I'm happy. Now, let's see. So for now, let me just click add. Let's see if I'm going to get the relation. Okay, let's leave this as it is, guys. Let's just continue with the relation. I will deal with this later. Okay, what am I doing here? I'm just fiddling. Okay, that's what I do. Okay, I like to understand how things work. So we've got users here. Don't mind that it's a string. Maybe I might delete it. We've got users here. Okay, and these users, they've got a relation because the user that we have here, guys, okay, it's this one. The reason why this users is here, it's because this user has to place a task. Okay, and then we've got some fields. Let me see if I've got autocomplete here at relation. Okay, I think this is an object. Okay, I think so. Let's say, do we have fields? Yes, we've got fields here. Okay, the field that we put here is this one. Okay, the task creator. Okay, we are creating a relationship between the task and users. Okay, and the field that will act as a relationship, it's this user ID. Okay, this creator. Okay, so in simple terms, this creator ID is the same as this user ID. Let me just give you a real life example. User number 10 created a task. In this task creator, there will be number 10, saying that this user here, user number 10, created a task. What if user number 14 then created another task? The data in this table, okay, here on creator, there will be number, let's say number 11. Why? Simply because user number 11 created a task. So I hope you understand this. As much as this word, it's different, but it actually represent this. Okay, let's continue. And then here we also have some fields, not fields, I think it's references. Okay, references. Do we have to put a string in here, or it's me? Let's see. Let's see. I think so. Let's see. Error validation. This line is not a valid attribute. It's fine. We will see what we can do. Okay. Let's see what type of this is. Error validation. Let's see. Okay, cool. Let's continue, guys. Okay, we will fix these errors now. So, this user will have, or let's say there is this task creator, okay, which we will associate it with what? With ID. Okay, with ID. Okay, so let me try to read this to you, even though it's not proper for now. Okay, we want to create a relationship between the user and the task. That one is clear. Okay, so that means each task will have a user ID. Okay, cool. But the user ID here that must be associated with task changes the context. Okay, that's why now the same user ID is task creator. Okay, because this user now doesn't come here as a user. It's a user because in terms of the application in general, these are the users. But when it gets under task, it doesn't come with the user responsibility and no. It comes as this ID only as a reference to a task creator. Okay, so when we read this task table, it needs to make sense. Okay, this user is a task creator. That's the idea. Okay, and then this model needs to be in here. Okay, cool. Obviously this is the relationship. Okay, so what we are doing here, we are connecting the task creator to an ID. We are saying this task creator is the same ID that is here. How are we doing that? We are doing it through this relationship, okay, or through this relation. Okay, obviously guys, as I have said that I do have a bit of understanding of this part of what's going on here, but the actual syntax, okay, it's I'm not used to it. Okay, so meaning that I might have made some little errors here, as you can see, but the concept, believe me, it's what I'm saying it is. Okay, or I think so. So after that, we need to tell this that we've got tasks. Okay, we've got tasks, which is another model that will be an array. That means now we are associating these users, because it will have some sort of, the user will have some tasks. Okay, so that means these tasks, these ones, will appear here as an array. Okay, the explanation, cool. The syntax, not really. Okay, now let's go back here. Let's copy this and let's ask ChatGPT, please fix the relationship. Okay, that's what we're going to do. But however, we can go here and ask a Prisma one-to-many relationship. Okay, we can come here. Let's check, guys. Okay, it's just the syntax. Okay, check here. We've got a user and the post. We did this. Okay, as we only put this array, we didn't put the what can I say? We didn't put the model. What do I want to say? We didn't put the model. Okay, we only put this array. This is our first mistake. Okay, and then we need to put the post, which are here. Something that I really don't understand at this point in time. This is a small letter, this is a capital letter. Okay, we will see maybe why. So the user places one or many posts. Okay, cool, done with this one. Okay, and then we come to the model post. We've got an ID, it's almost the same as ours. We've got the author. Now we don't have the user here. Okay, as you can see, guys, us, we've still got the user here, but here you can put a name that has got the local context. Okay, a post can be authored, not a post can be used, as you can see, guys. So that's why you start to see the terms here. As much as this author is a user, but it changes the context. Okay, cool. And then it relates to user. Okay, this is something that I didn't do, and there is a relation. There are some fields, which is the author ID, which is this one, the author ID here locally, but it corresponds to the ID, which is this ID. I think we can go back to our table and make some minor improvements. Okay, minor improvements. Okay, cool. We've got, now I understand why that one was a small letter. Let's go back to our own. We've got tasks here. Okay, if we want, these tasks can be a capital letter. Okay, I'm trying to copy exactly what they did. With them, they've got a capital letter here and a small letter here. I already got a small letter here. I'm making it a capital letter here. Why these don't have to match? Simply because this is a local variable here. Okay, you can name it whatever you want. Okay, and then it's going to be, now I think this needs to be exactly the same, because this is the actual reference to this one, and it's going to be the arrays. I think here you can say pizzas if you want. Okay, as you can see, guys, so that's why this didn't have to be exactly this one, because you are naming it according to this context. A user can place a to do. If you want, you can say to do, but for us, let's just say tasks. Okay, for now, let's just stick to the same thing. Okay, I hope you are not going to be confused. we have managed to fix our first mistake. Okay, remember the concept is still the same. Okay, the user will have many, that's why there's an array here, many tasks. Okay, an array of tasks. User number 01 can have a task. User number 01 can have another task. User number 01 can have another task. So this user can have an array of tasks. Good. Let's go back here. Here, we need to have some sort of a field. Okay. As we usually say, a task creator. Okay. An author. Let's say task creator for now. Okay. Task creator. Okay, this task creator, this variable that we are creating here is of these users. So we can type here users. Okay, which is here is it. Okay, as you can see now, it's giving me some autocomplete. It's of task users. Okay, as you can see, guys, we are getting there in fixing our errors little by little. Okay, the line is not a valid what attribute definition. Okay, cool. Okay, we need to just okay. And then for now, let's just click creator here. Still makes no difference. Okay, cool. Let me leave it as task creator. Let's go back here. As you can see, this is author, just a name, and it has got user, which is these users, at relation. Then there's no object there. Remember, I said that might be an object. Okay, there's no object. Let's just remove the object. Okay, and see what will happen. Okay, looks like we're getting there, guys, as you can see. Okay, looks like we're getting there. Now, let's call this the creator, because this creator and task creator, there's a collision. Okay, so this creator relates to users. Okay, at relation, that means there is a relationship. Okay, with this and this one, this is a relationship. Okay, the fields, let's see, guys, it looks like the fields do not really have to be inside the strings. Okay, and then I think even this one, it doesn't really have to. Now looks like we are done. Okay, remember, we don't need this one. Okay, we don't need this one. Okay, so this part, it's something that I'm still trying to get my, I'm not sure, to get an understanding of it. Okay, so as you can see, guys, we are done with the relationship. Let's see what ChatGPT has done. Okay, obviously ChatGPT might have a different one. Okay, task date, it's a date time. Did I do that? Did I do that as date time? Oh, okay. Okay, so let's see. Users, what does it have differently? Define one to many relationship. Task one to many. I'm happy with that and I understand. And then let's go here. Okay, let's come here. Define the foreign key and relation to the user's model. Okay, task creator, int is going to be the task. Okay, here is it, and we've got users here. It's our own definition. We can, with us, we've given this name a creator, and then it relates to users, and there is a relation, and the creator and the references ID. I think, guys, we've managed to get it right. Okay, so what is the next step? Let's come here and check. Okay, the users was fine. It has got this and the model. These guys, what is going on here? It's not in our database. Okay, can I take a water break? But I will be pressing some things at the same time. Okay, if you can see here, we don't have tasks. Okay, what we need to do, we need to push these changes. We need to push these changes to the database. Okay, the other way to do that, you can migrate the changes. Okay, this is for whenever there is something wrong that happened here and you want to go back to that state so that you can go back there. So I think the command for that, it's npx prisma migrate plus a certain name. Okay, but me, I'm not going to do that because this is a tutorial. So even if I can use the push command, even if this can go wrong, I really don't mind, guys. Okay, so I hope you do get that one. Okay, I don't want to create some migrations unnecessarily. Okay, so maybe sometimes I might lose my users here as a result of pushing. Okay, where is it to do? The users that are here, that are already here, I might lose them. With me, I don't mind losing them. Okay, my apologies about that. So first of all, let's terminate this. Okay, because this is connected to the database, so I don't want anything connected to the database. So let's run this command npx d prisma db push, and then let's run it. Okay, so that means we are telling it to change database. Now your data is okay. Your data is now in sync with your prisma. Okay, so everything went well. Let's go back here and check if that is the case. So when we refresh here, we are supposed to have tasks as well. As you can see, guys, now we've got tasks here. Okay, then guys, we've got a prisma client. Okay, that is responsible for generating types. Okay, we've got task here. Prisma client is not aware of that, and this task has got some types. Okay, Typescript types. Okay, Prisma client is not aware of that. So if we go to the back end, for instance, let me just test that. Where is my back end API to dos? Create. Okay, let's say we are creating obviously a new task. Okay, obviously, we are going to use the singleton. Where is it? Singleton Prisma. Let's click dot. Let's say we want dot tasks. Okay, dot tasks, and then we want to create. Let's pass data, and then let's see. Okay, task expression is not callable. Okay, let's just click undo. Let's see, undo dot users dot create. Okay, I see, guys. Okay, I've just made the mistake, and then we need to say dot tasks dot create. Okay, we are creating a task, and then we want to put data, and then in this data we want a title. Okay, let's see, a title string, and then after the title, what else do we want? Do we have a description? Okay, we have a description. Okay, usually if you don't run prisma migrate, okay, the prisma system, the one that has got these what can I say, these autocomplete, sometimes it won't have these. Okay, because it's not aware of the types. Okay, but now it looks like it has. Okay, but as a rule of thumb, okay, when you, what can I say, when you don't get all of these, okay, these description and you don't get them, okay, you must know that you didn't run prisma generate. Okay, so since it's a good programming practice anyway, just run it npx prisma generate. Okay, so that your prisma client could be updated, so that you won't have some type errors. Could not determine the executable to run npx. This is not prisma. Okay, my mistake. npx prisma generate. Okay, npx prisma generate, as you can see. So as you can see, guys, remember we had some errors here. Now after I did prisma generate, check here, we didn't have some errors. So hence I'm saying if you don't run prisma generate, you will have some types here. You are going to get a tough time. Okay, fine. So let's see what we can do now. Were we here? Not really. We were done creating some task. I'm happy with that. Okay, fine. I think we are on the right place. So now I think, guys, um we are ready to create a task. We are ready to create a task. If there's no image path, don't continue. Okay, cool. Now, do we have a title? defined somewhere here? Yes, I think so. We've got the title, we've got everything. Okay, but in terms of task image, we are not taking the task image to the database. We are only taking the image path. Okay, so let's just put all these words here. um Task date. Okay, obviously task date is not there. That means we will need to give it a date. Okay, um apologies about that. Okay, and what else we've got? What about the user ID and what is it going to be? Because we've got some creator things there. Okay, let's see. Okay, this one I am not really clued up about, but let's see. Okay, we've got the ID. I know it's going to be automatically. Title, I've supplied it. Task image path, I've supplied it. Description, I've supplied it. Task date, I've supplied it. We've got task creator. Okay, so this is what I was not sure of, but now I'm sure it's there. Task creator, which is it's going to be the ID. Suppose I do have the ID here. Okay, I suppose I do have the ID here. Okay, let's go back here. Type string is not assignable to a type number. Okay, why the task ID was a string or the task creator? It's my fault. Okay, not a problem. Let's go back to Prisma and fix that. Because it has to be a number. So let's go back to Prisma. Let me just put here Prisma. Here is the Prisma schema. Is the task creator. Task creator is an integer. So where am I getting it as a string? Maybe from my own code. Okay, maybe from my own code it is a string. Let's see. Yes, it is a string. Oh, remember we were pushing everything to be a string, 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 string then. Okay. Okay, why can't I accept this as a number, as a string? Can't I accept this as a number? Let's see. Conversion of type from 9 to a type number may be a mistake because neither of type is sufficient overlap. Okay, maybe the form data doesn't have those. Okay, cool. This is still a solvable problem. Okay, at least using JavaScript. So what we want, there is something called pass int, a method. I think we can pass this and make it an integer. Okay, as you can see guys, we're converting it to an integer. So title, we're fine, and the date is there and the creation date is there. What else are you missing? The task creator we got as an ID. The task date we got as a string. Task creator as a number is not assignable to a type. Win what. Okay, so what we can do, maybe let's just do this. Let's see first. Okay, title string, description string, task date string. Is the task date string? Let's go to Prisma. Okay, my apologies about this guys, but we are almost done. The ID we've got is going to be created. The title is string, the path is string, the description is string, and this one is a date. And I am thinking, as we are not assigning a date here, we are assigning a string because based on what we are getting here, I apologize about that. Remember, from the form at this point in time, we are always getting strings, so it might happen we are wrong here. Okay, let's see. Here, as you can see guys, here we've been getting strings. Okay, and I knew at some point this will get to us. Okay, cool. For now, let's just change this to a new date. Let's say new date. Is that going to work? Okay, that means now let's see. This is going to be a new date. It looks like this can be a string. It can be a string. That won't be much of a problem. So a date can be a string, maybe, as long as it's in a good format. Okay, cool. Now we need to ask ourselves, why are we having some errors here if we are creating a task? Okay, let's see, singleton.tasks.create. Okay, I'm happy with everything. Data, there is something wrong with the types. Remember I said npx generate is always the reason when you are facing some type issues. Okay, let's run it again. Npx prisma generate. Okay, usually it's the case. Okay, so it's not aware of the types in the whole system based on what you have done, and so usually it's the case. My system is slow. Let's just wait. This is still picking up the error. Okay, now let's just read the error properly. What we can do as well, we might as well comment these so that we know we've got what can I say, we only have these errors that are here. Okay, let's read, guys. My apologies over that. We're almost getting the type. Let's see. Title, description. Where is path? Okay, I think I am missing something, guys, here. Okay, this might be simpler than we think. This is going to be an image path. Okay, so let's see what is missing. Let's read task creator, number, task date. Where is the path? Is missing. Type, string, task creator, task date, task creator. Where is the image? Task image path. I don't think I have it here, guys. Okay, task image path. As you can see, this is going to be this. As you can see, guys, now we don't have much of a problem. It looks like to me, guys, we are ready to go. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to continue. Since we were registering, we were creating some sessions. Here we don't really have to create some sessions. Okay, are we trying this? Do we have a try method here? Let's see. Try catch when we are sending the data to the server. Here we are not trying and catching this. Maybe even on register we need to fix this. Okay, an error can happen here, guys. Okay, try. Okay, catch. Okay, we need to try and catch this. Okay, let's see. Okay, we are trying and catching this. If all goes well, what are we going to do? Let's respond with a positive response. Okay, let's create that response. Sorry, I have put this in a wrong place. This is not supposed to be on the error. Try here. Okay, what have I done? Where is that code now? It looks like I have lost a certain code here. Undo. Let's see. For creating, where is it? Here is it, guys. Okay, or try. I want to put this code when I'm trying, and then when I catch an error, and then I can return. Okay, next response. Return next response dot JSON, and then I need to pass the error as it is, as you can see. So same here. I want to return next response dot JSON, and then what am I going to do? Let me return this as it is. Okay, this is the created task. So we are going to have the data about this created task. And that will be it. Okay, and that will be it. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, what we can do, met uploader is not used, the cookies are not used, we're not even using the big crypt. Okay, what we can do, guys, I'm happy with this, and also how it is. Okay, but you never know, there's always an opportunity for learning. Okay, there's always an opportunity for learning. What I usually do, I will take this and type here Please review. I'm just trying to be aware of things that are not within my scope or within my consciousness. Remember, you are only aware of what you know. Okay, you can't be aware of what you don't know. So you must know what you know and you must know what you don't know. So here, by just doing this, the code might work, but I'm trying to increase my consciousness. Okay, so that ChatGPT can tell me something that I might not know. You never know. I'm always looking for better way to do things or the best and the professional way. So I'm just asking ChatGPT here to tell me whatever it might think it's not right, and then I will think about it. Okay, so let's go back here, guys, and do some tests. Okay, this is supposed to work well, but let's go back here and test. You never know, ChatGPT will give us some advice. Okay, in our front end, are we console logging or we sending? Let's see. I'm not sure. It looks like we are sending. Okay, it looks like we are sending. As you can see, we have sent a post to API add to do. Okay, connection refused. Let's go to the network and check what's the response. Add a to do. Okay, not a problem. Now let's go back to the add to. Where is the add to do form? Okay, let's just double check if everything goes well. Let's check. Um, let's go to form mutation. Okay, form mutation. Dot mutate. This is I want the declaration. Let's see. Form mutation. We are passing this converted data. I'm happy with that, but I want where I'm defining it. Okay, let's see. This is API add to do. Is that the case? Add to do, and then we've got route.ts. So we are able to reach our endpoint. Okay, cool. And then when we have reached our endpoint, what I would like us to do is to trigger a response that will give us all the data that we have received, just to make sure that we are reaching this part. Okay, return. Next response. Next response.json. Okay, and then I'm just going to pass the ID, title, description. Let's just pass these for now. Okay, title. Okay, so what I want to get, I just want to get these and return them back just to see, are we able to send this data to this endpoint? Are we hitting this endpoint? Because at this point in time, I'm not really convinced. Okay, so this is the network. Let's just register and see. Okay, it looks like we are struggling to hit this endpoint. Okay, let's go back and check on the console what might be the problem. Okay, let's read in details. Met fetch from add to do form. Await and execute. Okay, I wish I can know. Okay, let's go back, guys. Here. Okay, let's go back here. I think I think okay, are we exporting the post? Yes. Are we is it async? Yes. We are receiving the request? Yes. And then we are returning a response. This okay, cool. Another thing that we can do, we can as well console log this, and also we can my apologies, guys. It looks like it's not running. Okay, our project is not running. Npm run dev. Okay, our project is not running, guys. My apologies about that. So I'm going to leave this, okay, so that we can check if are we hitting that endpoint, and also are we getting those details, okay, since we are already here. Okay, remember we did a lot of changes here without testing things. Okay, so now let's try to do that test. Okay, Happy with that. Let's go to network, which is the better place to be. And let's send it again. Let's see the response. Okay, as you can see, guys, it's giving us exactly what we want: ID, it's 10, title, description, and everything. Okay, now let's remove that. Okay, let's remove that. What do we want to do? Let's remove this. Okay, let's see, is it going to continue? And then let's come back here. Obviously there's an error. This was the first one, this is the second one. Values not supplied. Okay, interesting. Okay, but it doesn't tell us which value that is not being supplied. Let's check this if it's a proper way of doing it. Maybe this condition might be wrong. Okay, let's see. If there is no ID, if there is no title, if there is no description, if there is no date, if there is no task image, which one is not there? Okay, one of them is not there. Let's click undo. We've got the title, we've got the description. Let's check the date, if is the date there. Okay, is the date there? And then we're going to be left with only the image. Okay, let's check. The date is null. Okay, the date is null, so the date might be costing us. Okay, okay, let's see. Okay, the date is null. Let's see why. Okay, then let's use this feature of the met form. Okay, let's go here, guys, and then let's watch. Okay, let me just search met form. Met form, let's see. Met form, let's watch values. Okay, let's watch values. Okay, let's try to see what is inside our values. Okay, 8. Okay, let's refresh. Let's try to see what is inside our values. Do we have a date? If we are not getting the date, what is the problem? Okay, are we still on? Yes. Okay, why is it taking time? I am not sure. Let's see. User aborted. Let's see. Okay, I think it's going to work. Okay, let's just wait for it. I think we are able to. Okay, let's see. Title, nothing. Description, nothing. Okay, let's get to the title. Task, let's just make this a task. This is supposed to change. I think this is still loading, right? Okay, let's load it. Loading. Now it's done. Okay, we already have an ID. I'm happy with that. And then title. As you can see, guys, we've got title here. And then in terms of the date, let's see, do we have it here? It's not even here. Okay, it's not even here. Okay, after we click it, now it's here, date. Okay, so it might happen we needed to just refresh things, I'm thinking. Okay, let's see. Okay, and test. I think we've got everything from here. Okay, I think we needed some sort of a refresh in a way, but let's see what will happen. Okay, let's see, register. Let's see. We are getting everything, but date is null. Okay, but date is null. Okay, so let's go back and see, does everything match? In fact, let's console log. Even here, let's go to form, submit. Okay, let's see on form submit. the converted one, it's a maybe the conversion might be the problem. Okay, does this accommodate date? Or let's see. Okay, this conversion, if type of value string, okay, from data dot append, else if type of number, type of value from data dot append, value dot to string, right? Else if I don't think we've got type of value equal to date here. Okay, I think that might be a problem. Okay, instance of value, and then it will do this. Else if type of value is equal to number. Okay, so guys, this is some sort of let's say this is a challenge on the what can I say, on the library that I'm building. Okay, so I don't want to waste your time trying to check here and add the what can I say, an option for date. Okay, so let me just pause the video and add an option for date here, so that it can accommodate the date. As you can see, guys, there is a string, there is a number, but the date is not here. Okay, instance of globe, so the date is not here. So let me just pause the video and add the date. Okay, guys, thank you so much for waiting for me. As you can see, guys, now we've got an option for the date. Okay, if instance of date, and then you can add the date. So this method, it was skipping or bypassing the date. Okay, my apologies, and that's my mistake. So I've updated the met library as well, copied and pasted this there. So I also tested this, as you can see. Let's go back here. As you can see, guys, now it can give us the date. As you can see, here is the date. Okay, so there is something in the date. Okay, so let's continue. Obviously, when you get here, you will get the latest version. Okay, let me just push this version before I forget, so that to make sure that you get this version as is. Okay, I apologize about this. I just want to make sure. Sometimes I forget to push these versions, and then where am I now? I'm on a different project. Okay, I will push it, but I might forget. Okay, but I might forget. My apologies about this. Okay, I know it's easy to forget these things, and if I can forget, you are going to struggle following this tutorial. So my apologies about this, guys. This is something that I have to do. Okay, this is something that I have to do. Let's see, here is convert. Let me copy this. My apologies about that. Convert. Okay, from data, this is the old one, the new one, save, and then go back to a cage, and then let's release 0.35. Okay, and then I'm just going to publish it, and npm publish, and then that will be it. And then when you come here, obviously this will be already published. Okay, thank you so much for waiting for me. So let's go back, guys, and see. So now we are able to get all the data. Okay, and I'm happy with that. As for the image, I'm just going to assume that it's there. Okay, I don't think there is a reason why it cannot be there. Let's go back to add form, but I want to be on the route. Okay, now I'm sure that I'm able to get a lot of things. Let's test and add again. Okay, we don't need this now. Okay, but anyway, let's continue. Register, check to do. What is it saying? Create to do. Is it this one? Yes. I'm not convinced. I think this is add to do. I'm looking for add to do. Okay, 100%. And then we've got an error. Name, Prisma, client, version. So we've got the problem on creating. Okay. Okay, what we can also check the error here. I think it's not here. let's see. Okay, what we can do as well, we can catch that error and console log it. Maybe it will appear differently. Routes to do, I'm happy with that. Let's just check, are we able to to save this image? Okay, is this image on our server? Okay, let's see, where is our server? Let's check here, guys. I just want to check, is this image coming here? Example. Okay, and then htdocs, to do, and then uploads, and then images. Okay, it looks like here is this image, so it can save the image. Okay, let me just come here and choose a different image. Okay, which one could it be? The Figma one. Or let's choose this girl. Okay, then let's make sure that it's not here. As you can see, guys, it's not here. Let's just check. um at the same time, can I console log that error? If we are catching an error here, please console log it. Console.log the error. My apologies about this. Console.log this error. Okay, let's go back and let's register. Add a to do. Go back here. We've got the error. Of course, let's just check, is the image there? As you can see, guys, here's the image. So we are winning in terms of the image, but Prisma has got a problem. Okay, let's check here, what is, are we running? Yes. Okay, let's check here, what is the problem? Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. Do we have a console log? To do post API? Let's see. Okay, add to do, completed. Why I don't see any console log? Okay, not a problem. Let's go back and try to read this error. Okay, Prisma client validation error. Okay, client validation error. Let's just go back and check our Prisma. Okay, let's go back and check out, more especially in terms of the data types. Okay, I think this has got something to do with the data types. And also it might happen. Are we creating task here? Okay, not here. Let's see. Singleton.prisma. Yes, I'm here. Okay, create. Wait. Singleton prisma.create. I'm happy with this. This is the data. I'm happy with it. Let's just see. Okay, it's a string. It's a string. It's a string. Task creator. It's a number. Okay, we are also passing a number. Task date. Do we have a task date here? And a task date is a string. Okay, oh, remember, we didn't get the date. Okay, at that point in time. Okay, we didn't have the date. However, the date is still a string, but let's just test and see. Okay, we are just testing, and also we are learning at the same time. Okay, if it doesn't work, obviously I will need to convert that to a string. Okay, let's just test, guys. It might happen that date was not as you can see, guys, now that we've got the date there, we have managed to add a task. Okay, and here is the image for the task. Okay, who created the task? It's ID number 10. Okay, we are winning, guys. I am happy with this. Okay, I am happy with this. So let's just go to the tasks here and see, do we have a task here? And that is it, guys. The task is title, image path, and everything. Okay, as you can see, guys, if you might want to support me, I have got a React Native course here which might help you to understand advanced component composition, and I've also got this course. Please, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, I've got also another channel which is Coded UI, where I can teach you user interface using Figma. Okay, I'm a designer as well. You can check here, guys. There's a lot of things that you can learn here. I think we have managed to push, guys. Okay, we did, at least we did a lot. So what I'm going to do now, let me just go to my mat component and clean it. Okay, to my mat form. Okay, to my mat form. Let's see, where is it? Mat form. Mat form. Let's see. Okay, mat form. I don't need the errors and the values. I don't need to watch this. Okay, this is supposed to just, I'm expecting this to disappear, as you can see, guys. Okay, we don't need this. And what else do I want to do now? So that means we are able to add the to do, the task. The other thing that we forgot, guys, it's the status of the task. Okay, so at this point in time, as you can see, we don't know if the task is completed or it's not completed. I think this can be something for the next tutorial. I am Matthew Msengati. I am the designer and developer. If you feel like this has added value, please don't forget to click that subscribe button. If you've got any questions, shoot a comment below. Okay, please don't forget to support me and buy one of these courses. Thank you so much for making it this far. Let's just check for the last time what we have done. What can I do? Okay, I need to, yes, I'm already here. Let me move this and click it here. Okay, so let's log out. Log out now. Let's log out and log in with another user. Okay, let's see. This is YouTube. Let's try Met and see. Let's log in with Met. Okay, we've already logged in with Met, which is ID number 10. Let's try a different one. Okay, let's try YouTube. Okay, as you can see, this is a different person, and then this different person will want to create a task. Okay, as you can see, this one it's number 11. So let's say study. Okay, I want to study. When am I going to study? Maybe on this date. Then let me choose an image. What image that might relate to study? Let's just choose this one maybe, and then let's just type here study. Okay, and then obviously when we are done saving the task, we don't really do anything for now. Okay, let's see. Okay, as you can see, guys, nothing happens. Okay, but let's go back and check here. Do we have a second task by creator number 11? It looks like we have, guys. As you can see, we've got this task by creator number 11. The ID is 2. Okay, so everything is working perfect, guys. Let's check on the server. Do we have it? Here is it, guys. It has got some sort of a unique name. I'm happy with that. So everything is working well, guys. So thank you so much for making it to this far. This is awesome. See you on the next one.